Would you rather choose the chicken or the beef? Chicken or the beef? I have no idea. But I've been seeing it all over Twitter. Would you do a 1-block jump for the 2-piece chicken or 1-block vertical jump for the 2-piece beef burger steak? I have no idea how this has anything to do with Minecraft. Apparently, this YouTube video right here is where it all began. Minecraft, but I survive in Parkour Civilization full movie. And it seems like Evbo is the one to blame. This video here has 29 million views, and I've just been hearing everyone talk about this Parkour Civilization. 2 hours long, guys. Like, who needs the Minecraft movie when you have this? All right, I'm gonna leave a like on this because apparently this is legendary and it's amazing. And the description says, Minecraft, but I survive in Parkour Civilization. The entire movie of my journey in Parkour Civilization, where the only way to survive is to parkour. All right, well, today, we're gonna be watching the entirety of this movie. And of course, all credits go to Evbo. The original video will be linked down below, but everyone go and grab your popcorn because this is gonna be one heck of a ride.
Let's go. Open up. It's time for parkour.
All right, it's time for parkour, baby.
Let's get this over with.
You're late. You know the deal. You can do the 1-block jump for the...
There it is. There it is. There's the raw chicken. There's the raw beef. Oh my goodness. This is actually about to be interesting. Okay, I'm gonna try my best not to pause. Let's find out what this is all about.
Raw chicken, or you can attempt the 1-block vertical jump for the beef.
Which one would you guys choose?
No one chooses to jump for the beef. It's better to be safe and do the 1-block jump for the chicken rather than risk your entire life for just half.
Hey, I'm gonna have to risk it for
Tomorrow,
the beef.
You better not be late, or you'll be doing 2-block jumps as punishment.
Yes, sir. Sorry, I won't be late next time. Down
Honestly,
here,
I'd rather do 2-block
jumps.
jumps.
Fed once a day. One piece of raw chicken is just enough to get you to the next day. But that's the life of Parkour Civilization. If you want to survive,
Holy
you have to parkour.
crap.
Every parkour noob has the same goal, and that's to make it to the top layer where all the parkour pros live. Except most parkour pros are born on the top layer. If you're a parkour noob, there's only one way up, and that
so
is
basically it's like the rich versus the poor. But I don't know about you guys, but I always overthink when I do parkour, and I'd rather do 2-block jumps than a 1-block jump because I will die. I don't know why. Like, my brain just freaks out.
The Temple of Parkour. The Temple of Parkour is the only structure in the world that combines the bottom layer.
My anxiety is going through the roof.
To make it up, you have to do an impossibly hard parkour course that no parkour noob has ever completed. And that's assuming you even get the chance to complete the course. The inside of the temple is protected by a barrier, and the only way a parkour noob gets past the barrier is if they've earned a ticket. I've never even tried getting a ticket before, but if I'm gonna rank up to a parkour pro one day, I'm gonna have to. In my neighborhood, pretty much everyone has fallen into the void and died, except for the guy who lives right next to me. He's been my neighbor for 5 years. Why did he try going for the beef? Well, I guess I have to change my statement. I now live in this neighborhood alone.
You went for the beef. That would have been me.
Only parkour pros are allowed to break or place blocks. For parkour noobs, it's strictly prohibited. And unfortunately, I found that out the hard way. A while ago, I was searching around and I somehow stumbled upon an oak log. No one has seen an oak log in years since trees don't exist in Parkour Civilization. So I had to try to take it.
Stop right now.
Oh, no, I'm done for.
Oh, he got
really
caught.
Thought you could break that without me noticing? What, were you going to try to cheat?
Oh, there's a parkour pro.
No, sir, I didn't try to cheat. I just thought it would be super rare and I wanted to collect it.
Stop talking. Give me 2 jumps now.
2 jumps in a row? Okay, sorry, sir. I'll do it right now.
You know what? You seem a little too happy about 2. Let's make it 3.
Okay, I'll do 3.
The sound effects get me every time.
In a row.
4 in a row? Come on. In Parkour Civilization, it should be no surprise that all punishments were just more forms of parkour. And that was the last time I ever tried breaking a block.
You're lucky you got a light punishment. Don't forget, you're at the bottom.
I swear he wasn't there right before he was about to break the block.
At the bottom level of Parkour Civilization, it's not exactly the best.
Yo, should I try to survive a Parkour Civilization?
I was able to use parkour to buy the biggest house in the neighborhood. In Parkour Civilization, literally everything is parkour, and that means parkour has replaced money.
Welcome. Choose which house you want to buy.
It's pretty nice. In Parkour Civilization, all you have to do to buy anything is just make more parkour jumps. I'm not really sure why or how parkour works as a currency, but all I know is I basically bought a 2-story house for free. Somehow when I was buying my house, I convinced myself to go for the ladder jump to buy the bigger house.
Let's do it. Don't die.
In Parkour Civilization, parkour jumps with trickier items like ladders are worth more. That's why this jump basically bought me a mansion.
No way. Thank you for buying the big house. Let me take you right to it. Just follow me.
Hey,
Let's go. This
he's
is
about to
awesome.
get
I
his
just bought
first
my
house.
All houses in Parkour Civilization are pre-built, and they all have one thing in common. It's a requirement that every single house has a parkour jump inside to get to your bed. This is a way to make sure everyone in Parkour Civilization parkours everywhere they go, even inside the house.
As you can see, you have a jump on the top floor and a jump on the bottom floor.
That is kind of
Let me show
risky.
you the upstairs, and then the house is all yours.
All right. I mean, everything looks good. I just have to do this jump to my bed.
Don't fall
yeah,
now.
I think I got
Why are you
everything figured
crouching?
out.
Perfect. Last thing, I just need to check if your parkour jump is good.
How are you supposed to check if it's good?
What?
Wait, what the? Did this guy for real just jump off? I'm really confused. Is he alive?
Wait,
Why did
are
he
there
do
barrier
that?
blocks or
All
something?
right, just wanted to confirm that your house is ready to move in. The guy did in fact die, so everything should be good.
That guy seriously died?
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's a part of the job. Enjoy
What
your
the
house.
heck?
How is that a part of the job?
part of
What?
the
No
job.
one really remembers how Parkour Civilization started. Most of the parkour noobs down here at least think that the parkour pros were the ones who started it. But the truth is, I think I was the one who started it. For some reason, I can't
Wait,
remember
what?
the best, but I'm pretty sure this is how the story went.
Yo,
This is the origin.
Yo.
Listen up,
Hello?
guys.
Bro, you think I could get a diamond real quick? I was mining for like 3 hours and I only found 2 diamonds. I just want to make a diamond pickaxe.
Sorry. Don't have any to spare.
Bro, come on, don't be like that. You were literally just holding one. Dude, just give me one and I'll pay you back later. I just need a pickaxe.
All right, fine. Give me 1 second. If you want a diamond, you gotta give me something. All right, watch out. Back up for 1 second. Look, if you can make this 4-block jump, I'll pay you 1 diamond.
Make this
That's how it all
4-block
began?
jump. Wait, why? Why are you gonna pay
For
me to
1
do
diamond?
parkour? What do you even gain from this?
I don't know. I've just never seen anyone do it before. I'd pay to see it done.
Okay,
A
I'll take the
4-block
offer.
jump?
Oh, this is so annoying. All right, just give me a second. I know it's possible. I've done it before.
I told you, bro. It's not possible.
Just stop talking
Oh,
and watch.
I
I'm gonna
swear,
do it in
that
like
looked really
30
close.
seconds. And there we go.
Hey!
Finally. Look, I told you it was possible.
No way. That was actually incredible. All right, well, I got my money's worth.
Let's go. I got paid for
Really?
parkour.
If you want, I can keep making more parkour for you to do, and I'll pay you for it.
Oh
Are you
no,
kidding?
that's
Dude,
how it all
totally.
began.
All right, I'll be back here tomorrow, I guess.
It was a
And
challenge
this is
gone
basically
out of
how
hand.
parkouring for money started. The next day I showed up to Siwat's house. He offered me way more
Look,
diamonds this
there's
time.
so many
and he
blocks all over the
constructed
place
an
now.
entire parkour course outside of his house to do. But little did we know that this parkour course would completely change the way that the world works. Soon after this event, the Parkour Civilization began. Now that I think about it, there's kind of an unexplainable gap between those events and now, but oh well.
Parkour check time. You
Yeah,
got
there's
30
literally
seconds.
a whole
Another
civilization now.
beautiful morning, and I have to
Wake up.
parkour for some more raw chicken that will make me starve even more.
No.
All right,
Go
I'm
for the
here.
beef.
1 block for raw chicken, 1 block vertical for beef. What are you choosing today?
Go for the
Considering
beef.
my neighbor just died
You
for
should
going
try.
for the beef, I'm just gonna go with the chicken again.
Keep in mind, there's
boring.
a ticket event today. It's going to be about 200 blocks west.
This was huge news. If
Oh,
there actually
shoot.
was a ticket event today, I would need to go for the beef.
Come
Ticket
on, come
events are
on.
usually far away, and
You
I
got
would starve
this.
by the time I got there if I
Yeah,
chose the chicken.
he did
but
it.
luckily, I got the beef.
No
Let's go.
way. You made that jump? You might become a parkour pro one day.
Wait, you really
One
think I
day,
could rank
I'm
up
about to
be
become a pro
parkour
today.
Not a chance. You're a
Wow.
parkour noob. You guys never rank up.
Wow.
It's important to know that parkour pros have really big egos and they like to put down the parkour noobs. This was an important day.
You gotta show
this
everyone.
was only the second time I've jumped for the beef, and now I have a chance to
Oh,
earn
yeah.
a ticket. The ticket
Oh,
events
yeah.
are so risky because they're located so far away.
It's time
if
to
I
get a
wasn't paying
ticket.
attention, I could miss just one of these 1-block jumps,
See,
and my
guys,
entire chances
1-block
of becoming
jumps
a
are
parkour pro would be over. But luckily,
so
I made
scary.
it to the ticket event. When I got here, there were only 3
gotta
parkour
line
noobs
up.
in line to do the parkour course. Most noobs don't even show
Okay,
up for the
here we
courses
go, here we
anymore,
go.
because
He's
if
about
you
to
miss
make
one
it.
jump, you end up
Oh!
like this guy, and that's the price
That
you
is
pay if you
also
wanted to.
that is also how I miss jumps. Like once I jump onto something, I start freaking out, hit all my arrow keys, and just fall off.
Get to be a parkour pro.
I
watched
totally
as
get
the
it,
second
man.
noob
I
fell to
totally
the
get it.
void.
I'm not
hey, man, do
judging
you think
you.
you could go already?
I don't know, man. I'm kind of nervous I'm gonna fall.
No, you don't need to be nervous. I'm sure you're fine. Oh,
Yep. You start overthinking.
okay. Never mind then. Before going for it, I wanted to study the parkour course.
Oh,
you see,
no,
every
here we
week the
go.
ticket challenge changes, and it's completely random. And this week's course was extremely difficult. There was a 2-block jump to get to the ticket, and if you get
He's
it,
gonna
a
try to
2-block
cheat
jump
it?
to get out of it. Here's the thing
No,
about parkour
dude.
civilization. Parkour can be used for anything, and that includes bribing parkour pros. Check this out.
Oh.
If I do a parkour jump with the 360, will you replace one of the 2-block jumps with a 1-block jump?
You want to do a 1-block jump with a 360? Fine. There's no way you're going to make it, but I'll accept.
Let's go. The Parkour Pro
All right,
accepted by
come on,
Brian.
you got
and
this,
now I have
360.
another problem. I have to do a 360. Have I even done this before? Whatever. I'm just going to go
Don't
for
die.
it. Please make it.
Ooh,
No way.
that was
I
kind of
actually
nice.
did it. All right. Deal's a deal, right?
I'm not going to lie. That was the coolest thing I've seen a parkour noob do. Well, the deal's a deal. Here you go.
Let's go. Now there was only one
Now, don't fail
jump in
this
the
jump.
course.
Still got to make the first 2-block jump, noob.
Yeah, whatever. Just let me do the course, bro. This was my best chance to finally earn a ticket.
The fact that he has
If
to
I
go all
actually
the
get
way
this
around to
ticket,
do
I
it
can
again.
access the parkour temple and make my way up into a better life as a parkour
I really
pro.
wanna see
There
what's
was no
inside that
turning back
temple.
now. I had to start the course. Most parkour noobs aren't experienced with diagonal jumps, but somehow I got
I
past
like this whole
it. And now
storyline.
was the
Like,
tube-
Ebbo's
was life
doing
or
a
death.
great
I
job with
closed
the
my eyes
storytelling.
and I went for it. I expected to
yeah.
be falling thousands
We got
of
the
feet per
ticket.
second into the void, but to my surprise, I was standing on the platform. And thanks to the deal
Celebration!
I made, now I got a mansion in a new neighborhood where, not to my surprise, everyone fell into the void, so it's just me living here. The house is definitely a bit of a downgrade from my previous mansion, but it's still a 2-story house, and it has a painting, which is something you don't really see that
Wait.
often in parkour civilization.
Could
I
there
just
be a
keep
secret
wondering
room
what
in
my
there?
life would have been like if I actually made it to the pro civilization. Now, I don't think I'll ever figure out what it looks like up there. I
There's
just
a
wish
secret-
that- Whoa, what? was
I
that?
had a
when I went to sit
feeling.
in my chair, I backed up against the wall and there was nothing behind
What's in
me.
there?
This painting was covering something.
Oh,
I walked through the painting and it revealed
yo, things are about to get interesting. We're only 20 minutes into this, but
door. For some reason, this house I bought had some hidden passage. Whoever made this was obviously trying to hide something. But
Oh my
what was it?
gosh.
There was a ladder that led to the bottom
hidden
floor,
secrets
and when I
about the
got down there,
parkour
I found a
civilization.
man.
Who the heck
Somehow
is
there
this?
was already someone living here. By
Oh,
the
that
leather boots,
dude.
I could tell it was a parkour noob. This was obviously some mistake. I went to go leave, but then
Hey, yo,
Wait.
Unk.
Don't leave.
the
Hey, yo,
man
Unk.
spoke to me. He said he's been watching me.
I watched you
Guys.
enter the temple.
Is this how you guys see me? I know I'm pushing 30, but please don't tell me this is how you guys see me, man.
Parkour. I think you have what it takes to rank up.
I'm sorry, man. I think you're confused. I can never earn a ticket anymore. I'm gonna be a parkour noob forever.
No, there is still a way I can get you a ticket.
Wait. What are you
You
talking
got a ticket
about?
yourself?
When I was younger, I earned myself a ticket, but
Okay.
I never used it.
Oh, oh.
Instead, I hid it far, far away.
Why would
The
you
old
do
man
that?
said it wasn't his destiny to rank up to be a pro, but it
What?
was mine. He brought out a compass and he threw it to me. He told me that if I followed this compass, I'll find the hidden ticket. This was the second chance I was looking for.
Okay.
I had no way of knowing whether the old man was telling the truth or not, but at this
Yo,
point, I had
imagine if he never found that secret room. He would have just had someone living in his basement if you think about it.
nothing to lose. Maybe this works, maybe it doesn't. All I know is that I wasn't done with parkour civilization
let's
just
go.
yet. No noob, including myself, has ever been out here, and probably for a good reason. All I know is that the further away you get from parkour civilization,
What?
the more
There's
dangerous
holes.
the jumps become. Already, I was
Oh my
starting to
gosh.
see huge chunks of parkour missing. No one knows how the outskirts came to be like this, or at least
like
no
the
one down here
Farlands
knows.
in Minecraft.
Unfortunately, the compass kept taking me further and further away from parkour civilization. The old man must have hid the ticket out here knowing that no parkour pro would ever go this deep to
Oh my
retrieve
goodness.
it. I was running out of time. I had already been jumping for hours and now I'm down to one
Far-
piece of rock
like,
beef
how
left.
far
And
is he
still, I
from-
found
from the
nothing.
original
That
house?
was until I saw
Oh,
something
it's like
in
a
the
pyramid.
distance. I had no way of knowing, but I had a feeling that
like a
this
grass
was what I
block
was looking
pyramid.
for. In all my time here in parkour civilization, I
heck?
have never seen anything like this. This couldn't be a coincidence. Which
Is it at
means
the
I was
top?
gonna have to go parkour to the top. I haven't really prepared for anything like this. Vertical jumps
Could
don't
this be
exist
it?
naturally down here. The only place I've seen vertical jumps is when I jump for food. Luckily, I
beef.
made it to the top without falling into the void. I didn't see anything at first glance,
Might
but
be
when I
underneath?
pulled out my compass,
Oh, you
I
can't
was
break
in the right
blocks.
place. I didn't get it. The compass was pointing me to the exact block I was standing on.
Underneath?
The ticket should be here, unless the old man hid the ticket out of sight and put it underground. If I broke this
No, he can't. He can't break it.
grass block and a parkour pro
So what is
catches
Ebbo
me,
gonna
I would
do?
for sure be going back to prison for life this time.
Risk
But
it
if
for
I'm
the
gonna
biscuit?
have any shot at making it up to the parkour pro civilization, I'm gonna take that chance. Well, here goes nothing.
Technically, he's
I broke
already
the
breaking
block,
a
and
rule.
Underground, there was a chest. I
Oh.
couldn't believe it. I
Here
had
we go. We
actually
got the
found
ticket.
the ticket. But when I opened the chest,
What?
something was wrong. There
Barrier
was no
block?
ticket to be found. Just a barrier. The old man lied to me. There was no ticket to get up to the pro civilization. Why would he send me all the way out here to get
No.
a barrier block? This didn't make any sense. The old man knew
What could
I would
this
risk my
mean?
entire life for a ticket, but he set me up. There had to be some explanation
no.
for this. Well, if
He just
I'm
threw
lucky
away
to
that
survive the trip
compass.
back, I can ask him why he sent me all the way out here just to get a barrier block, which is also illegal
no.
to have. Fortunately, I made it back to my house and no parkour pro has caught me with the barrier block. Now it's time to ask this old man why in the world he sent
I
me
wonder
out
if he's
there to
gonna be there
retrieve this.
anymore.
All right, bro.
I bet
are you
you
gonna
he ran
explain
away.
to me why the what the? When I got down
He
to the
had it the
basement,
entire
old man was
time?
nowhere to be found. All that was left was a hole in the ground. Did he jump into the void on purpose? I don't understand what's going on. But that's when I paid attention
this,
to the
like some
item that was
training
left
he
on
had
the
to do?
ground. I knew what it was before I even picked it up. It was a ticket to rank.
Did that old man make him go all the way out there as practice? He's like, oh, if you can make it all the way out there, you deserve this ticket.
Up to become a parkour pro. The old man had it on him the entire time, but still sent me to retrieve the barrier block. The old man wanted me to find this barrier for a reason. And now,
What is
this
it
was the
for?
sign that I was ready to rank up to become a parkour pro. It was time to
Keep
head
your hands
to the
on that
parkour
barrier.
temple.
You might
I made
need
my
it
way
later.
back to the place that I never thought I'd step foot in again.
Jeez.
The
Now,
place
don't get
where
caught.
no parkour
You're not
noob
supposed
in
to be there.
history has ever made it out alive. I went ahead and ate my last piece of beef. The barrier guarding the temple was up, so I threw in my ticket, and the entrance
Let's
to
go.
the parkour temple was now open.
Let's do
All I
this
had
now.
to do now
Don't
was
fail
do
this
something
time.
that I totally never do, and that's fail one block jumps. Okay, I made the first jump. That's always a good sign. This time around was different. I wasn't gonna let the pressure get to me. I was gonna be the first noob to ever rank up to the
Come on,
pro
don't fail-
civilization.
don't
Ah,
fail
no.
us this
Looking at
time.
this jump is giving me flashbacks. My journey to becoming a
Come on.
parkour pro starts now. No, this time was different.
There we go,
I
let's go.
successfully made the first jump, and for the first time in my life, I was actually on the parkour course.
You got hundreds
now,
of jumps
all I had
left.
to do was just take it one jump at a
Don't
time.
celebrate
the
yet.
first section was the stone blocks. So far, I've only encountered one block vertical jumps, but they were nothing I couldn't handle. Even though I had been on the course for a good amount of time, I was still ways away from making it to the top.
There might
After
be
I
like an
passed the stone
impossible
block
jump that
section,
you
I moved
have
on
to
the
place
stone
like a
slab
barrier block
section.
or something.
Slabs aren't too common in the noob level of parkour civilization, but luckily this section wasn't too hard. But it was the next
Ooh, it's
section
getting
I was
harder.
worried about, the stair jumps. This next jump I had to
Oh,
complete
shoot.
was by
Two
far the
blocks.
hardest jump I've ever seen.
block
It was
vertical.
a 2-block jump, but I had to go up half a block. But I didn't come all this way to give up. I went for the jump, but I jumped too early. I thought this was it, but by some miracle, a block below me broke my fall. And
That's
I only
what I
took
like
2.5
about-
to
that's
call.
what I like
If
about,
was
like,
even the
staircase
slightest bit off,
parkour. You
they're in
kinda
the
get
void.
saved.
On my second time around, I made the jump. That stair jump essentially marked the end of the stair section, and now I was on the stone walls. Walls were almost never seen at the
no.
noob level,
This
but
is-
fortunately, I
has
didn't
gotta be
see
hard.
anything bigger than
Like,
a one-block
I
jump
can't
for
even
the
do
rest
these
of the
very
way.
well.
All I had to do was
This is like a
sneak and
prison
stay on the
test.
course.
But you did
And
it.
that's when I got to the point when the jump stopped. I was so high off the ground now, but I knew I was at the end. I climbed up the stairs until I was face to face with the entrance to the
Yes!
parkour pro civilization.
Level 1 is over.
This was it. I was about to be the first noob in history to rank up. But then the realization hit me. The last jump to get to the parkour pro civilization was a 3-block jump.
Oh,
it was
no.
impossible. This was why
No,
no
no,
noob has
you got
ever
this.
ranked up to become a pro. The
You
course
did
was
this before.
impossible to begin with. But then I remembered
the
the
barrier
barrier.
block.
This is what the old man wanted me to use
Let's
it
go.
for. He knew the course was impossible.
Let's
and
go.
He wanted to give me a chance to rank up. I placed down the barrier
They're
block.
gonna be like,
and I
"How'd
made
you
the
get up
2-block
here?
Jump.
Impossible."
I did it. I actually did it.
Shout out
I
to
was
the old
first
man.
noob in
Old man
history to ever
Jenkins.
was I actually gonna be able to see the sky? Well, I guess we'll find out. I walked up to the stone walls.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the doors opened.
Oh,
revealing
yeah.
a room I've never seen anything
Let's
like before.
go.
I turned the corner and I
Oh,
saw a parkour
we got
pro
security,
just
bro.
standing there. Hi.
What the? Who are you? Where did you come from?
Oh,
I'm
shoot.
the only one working here.
I came from the noob level. I just
like,
beat
"Wait,
the
what?
course and ranked up.
Impossible.
Oh, I was not expecting this. I'm not sure what to do here. Just go over there and throw your leather boots in the lava.
All right, time to get my iron boots.
Yes, sir. One ranked up. A noob by the name of Evbo.
It's like, wait, what?
Yes, sir. I'll keep an eye on him.
And that was it. That was the last time I would ever wear leather boots again
Oh,
for the
let's
rest
go.
of my life. From the looks
Wait,
of it, I only had
there's a
one
trap.
more lava jump to
Feel
go.
like it's a-
But this time,
it's
there
a
were
trap.
dispensers. I backed up and jumped over the lava, and I was equipped with iron
Hey,
boots. I was
that's what it
officially
was
a
for.
parkour pro. After I went through
Yo, he did it. Let's go. I'm proud of you, Ebbo.
jump that led to some barrels. What is this for?
It's for food. You only have to pay 1 jump for 2 steak here.
Only a 1-block jump for food? That's amazing. I opened the
Whoa.
barrel to see something that
That's
I've
nice.
never seen before. Cooked meat? In all of these. In my
Parkour
entire
pros,
life living on the noob level,
they
I've
get
never
great
seen
deals.
a piece of cooked beef. And now, as a parkour
Wow.
pro, I could fully replenish my hunger bar. And that meant I could sprint now. Oh man, this is crazy.
Congratulations on becoming a parkour pro.
That's
you
fire.
can now head up those steps and
That is
begin your
actually
life
so
in
fire.
Parkour pro civilization.
Those were the exact words.
Guys, that's why the 3-block jump was impossible, because he didn't have any hunger.
This
I'm
is
so
it. When I walk
stupid.
up these steps, I will be at the top level of parkour civilization.
Imagine it
when I walked
looks
into
the same.
temple, I immediately saw massive statues. These statues looked like they were showing the parkour noobs and the parkour pros. They even had their boots on. This place is insane. I've never seen anything like this. I mean,
Gold?
look at these statues. What the?
There's
Gold
another
boots?
level?
Who wears gold boots?
The
This
king.
doesn't make any sense. What is this?
Diamond boots?
Am I not at the top of parkour civilization?
You've got
Hey,
a lot
parkour
more to go
delivery.
through.
Let's go. My parkour delivery is here. Now that I'm a parkour pro, I can get parkour delivered to my house.
Hey, they
Hey,
got
did you
Parkour
order parkour
Civilization at
construction to this
Amazon.
house?
Yes, sir. That's me. I ordered the 6-block tall slime jump to my bedroom.
Sounds good. Where do you want it built?
Let's see. I think this would be a good place for it. You think you can build it right there?
Oh, sure. I can make that happen.
To think just a few days ago I was a parkour noob and now I'm getting
whoa,
custom
you got a
parkour
whole
jumps
mansion?
installed in my house is crazy.
This look good?
Yep, I think it's perfect.
Yeah,
hey,
that's
thanks,
pretty
man,
fire.
for parkouring all the way out here.
Sure. You got my payment?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It was 4 1-blocks in a row, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Thank you very much.
And my tip?
Your tip?
Really? Don't tell me you thought you weren't gonna tip me.
If
You
you're a
got a
parkour
tip
pro,
in
it's always
Parkour
expected that you tip
Civilization?
when you buy something. Oh, I hope I make this.
That's
Oh, that was
crazy.
close.
Oh, wow. A 360? Yeah, you're good, man. Thanks.
And like most things in Parkour Civilization, the way you tip is with more parkour. Luckily, I survived
This
that
is how
payment
you know
for the jump
tipping
installed
culture
in my
is
house.
out of
If I missed
control,
any one
dude.
of the...
Hey, it's your neighbor. Can
Wait,
I
what
come in?
the-
Oh, sure.
Thanks. You're that F-boat guy, right?
Hey,
You're
bro.
the noob who beat the course and ranked up?
Yeah, that's me.
Yep,
I'm
word's
the
going
first
around.
one to do it, I guess.
I can't believe you're my neighbor. That's crazy. Well, you probably have questions about life up here, right? Anything you want to know?
Yeah, one actually. What happens when we fall? What is the punishment for missing a jump at the pro level?
You go down a level. If you miss a jump, you'll be a noob, and you'll have to
Oh.
beat the course again.
Okay, so
I
I can never
see.
fall, noted. So who are the people above us then? What's above a pro?
It's probably best I just show you. Here, come
Wait,
with
what?
me.
Show
My neighbor
me.
he brought me back to the parkour
Okay,
temple.
lore
where all the
update, lore
statues
update.
were.
Here we go.
He explained
Lore
how
DLC.
Parkour Civilization starts at the noob level, and at level 2, you become a parkour pro.
Okay,
Then there
what's
were
after
the
that?
parkour masters.
Oh,
If you were
master.
Lucky enough to rank up, you
And
get
then what?
gold
Parkour
boots, and you become
god.
a master. My neighbor said that parkour masters never come down to
parkour
the pro
god.
level, but if they do ever come down, it's a parkour pro's nightmare. He said the parkour masters are ruthless. And then he
Sheesh.
walked over to the
Parkour
largest statue,
god.
the one with the diamond boots. He said that this was the parkour champion. He said that
Champion?
most people
Oh.
down here don't even believe that the champion is real. But the stories say there can only be one parkour champion. Whoever that was lives at the top of parkour
Dude, Evbo,
civilization,
you-
which
you've
means if I
gotta
was gonna
become
make
a
it to the
champion
top,
by the
I
end of
would
this
have to
video.
become a parkour champion. My first day as a parkour pro was strange. For once, no one was at my door making me parkour for food. But then the question was,
How
how
do
do
you
I
get
get
food,
food
though?
now? Or what do I even do? I saw that there was another pro going somewhere.
just gotta
so
go
I
back,
decided to
right?
follow him.
That's where you
Soon
got the
after,
cooked
I saw
food.
another pro going in the same direction, which meant they were
Whoa.
probably heading to something important.
They're all getting
After
breakfast.
jumping for a few minutes,
Hey,
I saw
dude,
what they were
you wanna
heading
get some
to. They were
breakfast?
all heading to this massive structure in the distance.
What
When I
is
got
that?
closer, I saw that there was a bunch of parkour pros
there's a
lined up for
line
something.
with the
Whatever this place
dispenser.
was, these parkour pros were willing to do 2-block vertical jumps to
shoot.
get here. Fortunately, I didn't
Boom.
fail any of these jumps, and I made it.
that was a
I must
little
have
sketchy
woken up
right
late
there,
to
dude. You
whatever
almost
this was
missed.
because I was the last one to show up. At this point, I didn't know if that was a good thing or
There's
a
not
bad
many.
thing. But that's when I saw what everyone was waiting in line for. There
Food?
was a
Free food?
dispenser at the end of the structure. The pro in front of me picked up 2 items, but the only
Wait,
thing I saw
sugar?
them holding was a piece of paper. What could be
Wait,
so
piece of
valuable
paper?
about that piece of paper that people would wait in line this long for? When it was my turn, I clicked the
Oh,
button
he
and
got
I got a piece
food.
of steak. So this is how the parkour pros get
Oh,
food.
farm
Then
work
I
equals
received the
15
piece
minutes?
of paper. The paper said farm work equals 15 minutes. And
15
this
minutes
is
of
when I
what?
realized how life was different on the pro level of parkour civilization. Instead of parkouring for food like the noobs do, the pros parkour for work. Just like the guy who sold me my house, the guards in parkour prison, or even the pros that fed me every day. They were all just completing their daily task that they got from this piece of paper. And now
I
from for my first daily task, I was assigned to work on the farm.
That's
Before
so
this,
cool.
had
I mean,
an animal
hey, this is
parkour
a civilization,
But
right?
this place
People
they were
have to
all
work.
kept. This place was responsible for feeding all of the parkour pros and all of the parkour noobs. And it should be no surprise that in parkour civilization, even the animals had to do a parkour course. My daily task meant that I had to watch all of the animals that did the parkour course.
How the heck are they?
Oh man, this job is terrible. Now I'm just gonna have to watch a cow fall off and die. Whoa, what the? Oh my god, this cow's cooking. How did he even do that? The parkour pros
That
only
is
eat
actually
the meat from
crazy.
the-
So
they
that
say
cow
it
might have
enhances
like
your
infinite
parkour
IQ or
abilities.
something.
As for the other animals that don't make the course, well, that's where the meat comes from on the noob level.
Rip
And
to
some
the
noob's gonna
chicken.
have to eat that. Wow, I cannot say I missed that. Parkour pros do their daily tasks for a reason. Once you've completed the task that you got on your piece of paper,
That
you
was
take it
indeed
to
a
the
crazy
training
sight to
grounds.
see.
This place is basically the only reason parkour pros are incentivized to work. This is because this is the only place in parkour civilization where you can practice parkour without worrying about falling to the lower level. The entrance to the training grounds is
How you
blocked
get
by
in?
a barrier, and
How
the
you get
only
in? How
way
you
in
get in?
is to throw in your slip of paper once you've completed the work.
I
The
see.
daily task I completed gave me 15 minutes of practice time. That meant for the next
What?
15 minutes, I could practice any parkour jump I could possibly
Without any
think of.
risk,
Here,
basically.
you have the ability to
That's
build
cool.
any parkour jump you want.
Oh,
But with
that's so
this
cool.
being
You
my
build
first
your
day
own
as a
course.
parkour pro, I didn't even know what I needed to practice. So I just decided to do the jumps that people left here.
Okay.
It seemed like a lot of the pros were practicing fence jumps, which are jumps I had little to no experience on. But what scared me the most is what I saw over here. Someone was practicing not one, but multiple three-block vertical jumps. It almost seemed impossible to do even one.
I
But
mean,
someone
hey, if
was
you want to make
practicing
it to the
these jumps that
parkour
could only
master
mean
level,
one to
you
have
gotta work
any
on
shot
this.
at ranking up to become a master, I was gonna have to spend much more time in here practicing.
Yep.
Another
Work
beautiful
more.
day, and I don't have to wake up to either raw chicken or raw beef. Even though I've only been here for a few days, I feel like I haven't really enjoyed myself yet. I mean, for once in my life,
would you
I don't
even
have to
enjoy
go
in the
outside to
civilization?
parkour for food. I don't even have to grab my piece of steak. I'll still have full hunger for days. And now, instead of being bullied by all the parkour pros like I was down at the noob level, I can just do anything I want, and
Unless
no
you
one's here
fall
to punish
all
me.
the way
Hey,
back
you wanna come
down
with me to
again.
get our daily jobs? I don't want to be late.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do my daily task. I think I'm just gonna chill today, honestly.
What? What do you mean you're gonna chip?
This dude's looking at him crazy. He's like, what do you mean you're not going to do your daily task?
You're not gonna get your daily tasks? Are you sure about that?
What? I mean, no one says we have to, so what's the problem?
I don't know. I just have never seen anyone not do their daily task.
Wow,
Hey, he's
maybe
going
I'm
against the
teaching
grain,
parkour
dude.
pros
He's
that
different.
they don't have to parkour all the time. But later that day, I realized I made a huge mistake.
Uh-oh.
What in the world is that sound?
Oh, shoot.
Oh, come on.
You
I was
made a
just trying to
mistake.
sleep. Who keeps making that horn noise?
Dude, hurry.
Dun, dun,
You gotta
dun,
get out here
dun.
now. Follow me and make sure you don't miss a jump.
Whoa, whoa,
What
whoa.
happened?
What's
What
going
happened?
on? Be late for what? Wait, where are you going?
Shout
I
out to
started
this guy. He's
parkouring
so
in the
nice.
direction that my neighbor was going. And that's when I saw a bunch of parkour pros lined up, standing
Uh-oh.
completely still. I had
They're like,
no clue what
someone
was
did
going
not
on,
do
but
their
I followed
task.
my neighbor, and soon I got in line with all of
Is
the
that
other
Sonic in
parkour
front of him?
pros. No one was saying anything. Hey, can anyone tell me what's going on?
Dude, don't say anything and look straight ahead.
Why? Can't
What
someone just
happened? What
explain what's happening? But that's when it happened. Not too far ahead, someone dropped down from the sky.
Whoa.
It was a parkour master.
One
The
of you
goal.
was supposed to design a new course, but someone didn't do their task. Who
Rip.
was it?
Oh no, I'm done for.
Rip.
Why does this have to be me? I watched as the parkour master interrogated each and every one of the parkour pros,
Gulp.
knowing that sooner or later he was gonna show up where I was.
Come on, come on, come on.
What was your task?
My task, I was
farm for
selling
15
houses
minutes.
to noobs on the bottom level.
Someone already did that task. Prepare for a parkour battle.
Oh, come
battle?
on.
The parkour battle starts now.
This is just great. Why does my first parkour
This is so
battle
cool,
have
though.
to
This
be
is
against
actually
the
really
parkour
cool.
master?
For my first attack, I'm attacking you with a 3-block jump.
Okay, a 3-block.
You know, I like this. I like this. This kind of reminds me of like horse in basketball or like skate in skateboarding.
Jump, that's doable. I think I can survive this round. In parkour civilization, it should be no surprise
I
that people
likes
fight
this.
each other with more parkour. If someone attacks you with the jump and you don't make it, you pay the price. Oh, this isn't
Dude,
good.
that-
I'm already down 4 hearts.
How the heck are you supposed to
I
beat
gave
a
you an easy
master?
one, but I guess this is going to be over faster than I thought. Get ready for my
Guy's a
next
master
attack.
jumper,
The
dude.
worst part about parkour battles is you can't even attack your opponent until you defend one of their attacks. And by the looks of this next jump, I probably won't be attacking the parkour master at all.
What?
Your turn. 4 blocks by 3 blocks.
Oh my
diagonal
gosh,
jump.
dude.
All right, here goes nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh man,
You're
this is so
cooked.
far. How did he
You're
do this
cooked,
first
buddy.
try? I was hoping I would get lucky, but luck
Oh
wasn't
my
on my
gosh,
side.
dude.
The second
2
attack hit me,
hearts?
and I was down to 2 hearts.
This gives me like dream
This is too fun
speedrun
for me.
like
One more
speedrunner
attack
versus
and you're
hunters
gone
vibes.
forever.
The
It's like
parkour
you're
master
on
was
the
right.
edge
If I failed
of
to
failure.
defend one more attack, it's game over for me. All I could hope for
Dude,
now
he's
is
about to
that
do
the
some
parkour master
impossible
fails
jump.
this last jump. That way,
Oh.
I could actually have a chance
no.
to attack. No way he makes this first try. Oh
Rip.
god, he made it.
Rip
This is
ski.
it for you, parkour
Ripski.
pro. A 3-block vertical jump to decide your fate.
This
Guys,
was
he's
it.
done.
My entire journey
He
in
is
parkour
done.
civilization came down to this one jump, and it was a 3-block vertical
Oh
jump.
no.
I thought
What you
this
gonna
was
do
it.
now?
All my work to rank up to become a parkour pro was gonna be for nothing if I didn't make this jump. But at least I was gonna die trying. I took a deep breath, and I jumped. What?
He made it.
Is this real?
He would have died
I
if
did
he
it.
didn't.
I made a 3-block vertical jump.
You just bought yourself 5 more minutes of time, but we both know your fate. Get ready to attack me.
It's not
the parkour
over.
master was right. All
It's
I
not
did was
over.
buy myself a little time. How was I going to be able to do a jump that the parkour master couldn't do? And if I make it too easy, the parkour master will just get another chance
Yeah,
to
it's
attack
gonna be too
me.
easy.
I got lucky last time, but I don't
Unless-
think I'd survive another attack from the
Yo,
parkour
imagine he
master.
fails
For
a
my
one
first
block
attack,
jump.
I built a
He gets
one block
too
jump
confident.
and I did a 360.
360.
Maybe, just maybe, there was a chance.
You know, Evbo, he's the god of 360 jumps. I don't think that master has seen a 360 jump in his life before.
This would work.
Wow, a 360? I've never done that before, but if you
I
did
knew
it,
it.
can't be that
I knew
hard.
it.
Let's go. He's never done it before. I needed him to fail this jump.
What?
Yes!
How? Who even does 360? What is this?
By some
He's gonna do
miracle,
a backwards
my attack
jump.
against the parkour master was successful. I think
Yo, I feel like this story is so well thought out. One of them, he's gonna do a backwards jump. I'm
found his
telling you
weakness.
right now.
He couldn't do a 360.
Evbo, the
This was my
backwards
chance.
jumper.
I
The
just had to make
360
sure that I
jumper.
kept making my jumps. For my next attack, I built a 2-block jump.
What is he gonna do
I've
now?
never even made this jump before, but my entire life
360 again?
depended on it. I jumped, and I successfully
Again?
made a 2-block jump with the 360.
This is ridiculous. How are you doing these jumps?
I watched as the parkour
gonna
master
fail
tried to
again, isn't
defend
he?
against my attack, but once
Oh
again,
my
the 360 was too difficult
Got
for him.
him.
This can't be possible. How are you beating me?
Now,
Cooked them.
both the
Cooked
parkour
them.
master and I were at 2 hearts.
Backwards
the
jump.
next person to land
Let's
an
do it.
attack would win the parkour battle.
No.
All right, you ready for a 3-block jump with a 360?
No.
No, stop. I yield. You win the parkour battle.
What? Are you serious?
He
No
just
way.
forfeited?
I actually
Like that?
won the parkour battle? Somehow
His
I
pride
beat
was
a
on the
parkour
line.
Master.
Because you beat me, I have something that can help you rank up to become a parkour
Hey, yo,
master.
hold
I
up.
could-
He went from possibly getting in trouble to now maybe getting a chance to rank up.
Master would be impossible, but he had something that could help me along the way. He
What
pulled
is
out
that,
an
a totem
item
of
and threw it
undying?
on the ground. I went to pick it
an
up and I
extra
figured out that it
life.
was a totem of undying. He said somewhere in the course there is a jump that I won't survive, and I'll know it when I see it. He told me to go attempt the course to rank up and find this jump. He said to
Are
find
these-
any
are these
information
exams, like,
about the
all
secret to
impossible or
completing
something?
that jump, because if I can figure out
Bro.
how to make the jump, I could rank up to become a parkour master. But I wasn't going to make the journey up the temple just yet. Not only did I need food to get my health back, but I needed to do my daily task. I barely escaped with my life after missing 1 day of work, so I
Feed
wasn't going to
noobs.
do that again.
He has to go
And
back down,
today,
huh?
my task was feed noobs. I realized after all this time of being a parkour pro, I've never made my way back down to the noob level yet. I wonder if anything's changed down there since I ranked
Are
up.
they gonna
If you're a
remember
pro,
him?
This is so strange. I once lived in this neighborhood. That was once my mansion. And now as a parkour pro, I can see what it really looks like from down
Now
here.
he can
When I lived
ask,
here,
will
only
you go
one
for
that
the
lived in
raw
my
chicken
neighborhood,
or
at
for the
least the
raw
only one
beef?
left. So does anyone live here anymore? Hello? Anyone home? Okay, I guess not. Maybe someone bought my mansion? I don't know. Hello?
Does
anyone
anyone
here?
live down here
yeah,
anymore?
I'm coming.
Oh, no way. Someone actually does live here. All right, time to set up the jumps. Let's see, 1-block jump for raw chicken, and then the 1-block vertical jump for raw beef. Man, I can't believe I'm actually doing this job now. All right, mandatory parkour check.
Oh, great. It's you.
You're a parkour noob now? Weren't
Huh?
you just at
He
my
fell.
house? Yeah, you delivered my parkour to me. So what happened?
What do you think happened, genius? You just paid me a huge tip, and I was so happy. And then I fell out the front door.
Hey, man, well,
And he lost it
I
all.
ranked up, so you could too. All right, so now you have to choose your
You
jump.
think I don't know what to do already? Just let me jump for my food in peace.
Hey, I feel like I remember being in a situation that was just like this. You really think I could rank up to be a parkour pro?
Not a chance. You're a parkour noob. And you think you're so good now. Just wait till I rank up.
Oh,
my God. Now he's going to prison.
Man, that sucks. Dang, now he has to spend another 50 years in parkour prison. Oh well. After only finding 2 noobs to feed, I went back to the other neighborhood where I found the old
Jenkins.
man. It just seems so weird that he disappeared out of nowhere. I wanted to see if there's a chance
that
he came back. But when I got to the house, a parkour master walked out the front door. Luckily, I wasn't spotted. What was a parkour master doing all the way at the noob?
Oh, shoot. Things are getting interesting now.
And why did he come from this house? When I thought the coast was clear, I made my way over. This couldn't be a coincidence. This is the only house I've seen with a secret room and now a parkour.
Imagine that old guy is the parkour champion, guys. Imagine.
Does the master even know about the secret room? I went to go inside, but something was wrong.
Blocked
there
now.
was no secret doorway. It was gone. I was sure this was the right house. That parkour master must have came here to block up the entrance. I sat there thinking about why the parkour master would do that. But nothing made sense to me. But that didn't matter to me right now. Now that I finished my daily task, it was time to try the course to rank up to become a parkour master and find this impossible jump. Now, I had one thing to worry about, and that was making this initial course to get into the temple. I wasn't worried about falling. I was worried about wasting my totem of undying. The parkour master said that I would not survive the impossible jump. So if I got to that jump with no totem of undying, then this entire journey would be for nothing. I scaled my way up the side of the parkour temple until I got to the very top. Most of the jumps were 2-block vertical jumps, but towards the end, I had to make this 3-block jump. Now, I couldn't afford to make any mistakes. That's when I made the last jump, and I was inside the parkour temple.
Let's see what the exam looks like.
What's crazy is that none of those jumps were a part of the real course.
It looks so trippy.
This was the real course.
Oh shoot, I see.
At first glance,
floating trees
I've never seen used in parkour before, but I was expecting that. There's a reason why almost no pros even attempt this course.
Oh, this is about to be crazy.
So fence jumps, trapdoor jumps, and ladder jumps. The jumps just kept getting harder and harder.
You better put on that totem of undying right now.
All I was here to do was find the impossible jump that the parkour master told me about.
Oh shoot.
If I find this jump and study it like he told me to, maybe I have an actual chance of becoming a parkour master. I climbed to the top of the ladder, and now I was really at the start of the course. Any fall from this height would result in death. And of course, I have to do fence jumps as the very first section. I held out my totem of undying, and I climbed on the course to begin. Fence jumps were my worst nightmare, but so far I've made 3 in a row. But I soon realized that's all I needed to do, because I think I found the impossible jump.
Where?
What is this?
Wait, how would you?
Is this a 4-block vertical fence jump?
How would you get back up there, even if you do end up dying?
There was nowhere else to go. This was clearly the right path, but
is it going to give you a second chance?
It had to be impossible. Well, the master gave me a totem for a reason. I attempted the jump, but got nowhere close to
But how are you going to get past it then?
That was my one chance to use the totem of undying, and I'm just hoping that that was the jump he was talking about.
What is that going to do for you, though?
I had to study the jump, and I knew just the way to do that. Fortunately, it was my neighbor who was working as the parkour delivery service today. Hey, I need a jump built in my house. Follow me. I need to show you what it looks like. All right, so for the jump I need built, it's kind of a little ways away.
Now he just has to practice it.
Is the parkour jump all the way up there?
Yeah, it's fine. I'll tip you good. Just follow me. I brought my neighbor all the way up into the parkour temple and showed him the jump I wanted him to build. Since the jump was complicated, he placed down a block that copies every block on this jump. And after paying for his services, I now have this impossible parkour jump inside my own house. Now I can study this jump every single day.
It's not impossible if you can do it.
The jump was a 3-block vertical jump, but with the fences, it turns into a 4-block. It was actually impossible. So what was I missing here? I couldn't just practice this jump because parkour civilization laws state all jumps inside your home must have a risk of dying. So practicing wasn't gonna be my best option. This doesn't make any sense.
You gotta go back to the practice area.
Tomorrow, I guess.
Practice
I was gonna leave it, but that's when I slipped. No!
Oh no! Now is he gonna turn back into a noob? We still have to see what that master was doing back in the noob area.
No! I thought I was dead until I wasn't. What? How am I alive? My journey...
What? Where did that barrier block come from? What?
In parkour civilization should have ended.
Hold up.
I was supposed to die there, but a barrier block caught my fall.
Who just saved him?
This barrier block had to have been placed by someone, right?
What kind of blessing did he
wasn't. The guy who came to deliver parkour used a device that copied every single block from the impossible jump. That had to be it. The barrier was from the impossible jump. This is what the parkour master wanted me to find. It was the way to get past the impossible
Oh shoot,
jump.
come on, come on. I really thought it was over for him.
I had been planning this out carefully. I wasn't just gonna go into the hardest parkour course of my life unprepared. I had saved 4 of my daily task papers to take to the parkour training grounds. As a parkour pro, each daily
So he has like a whole hour
now 1 hour to practice as much parkour as I could. This would probably be one of the last times I could parkour without worrying about dying. Because once I stepped foot into the parkour temple to become a master, there would be no turning back. All of this preparation
because he doesn't have a totem of undying
there
anymore.
Actually is a secret path to get past the impossible jump. But
training art
much to give up.
And wait, there's also the barrier block that we have to remember. You know what's crazy, guys? You know what's crazy? This whole course was pre-built at the beginning. If he actually built this himself, that means this scene was already filmed before. Or, you know, someone else trying to attempt it as well.
To the parkour temple and do the course to
they had it all planned out from the beginning.
Yes, sir. He's heading to the parkour temple now. Don't worry, sir. I have something planned. I can promise you he's not making it out alive.
Sabotage?
This was it.
That's crazy.
This was my last and only run. If I don't make every single one of
got
these jumps in the
you can
parkour
overcome
course, this would be the last view I ever have of parkour civilization. But that's how parkour life is. You either rise or you fall. You can never stay in the same place.
You guys believe in FBO?
And
I want you guys to leave a like on this if you guys believe in FBO.
I got to the top of the ladder and it was time to start the parkour course. Any fall from this height would be the death of me. But the fence jumps weren't what I was worried about.
Leave a like for good luck right now.
Impossible jump. This is when I find out if the secret path is real or not. I studied where the barrier block was in my house. If I wanted to land on the barrier, I would have to walk off the fence.
How would you even get back on?
I would miss the block. And that's assuming it was even there. But there's only one way to find out. I walked off the ledge and I was alive. Was here. The secret path was real. Now I knew it was possible.
Where to next?
It was possible to become a parkour master. I looked around for where to go next, and I saw the outline of a barrier 3 blocks to my left. And I saw the staircase of barriers that would lead up back onto the parkour course.
That's
I've never done invisible parkour before, but there's a first time for everything. I made the 3-block jump, and I was on the secret path. I didn't understand. Did someone make the secret path, or was the course designed like this from the beginning? Either way, however the secret path got there, it got me back on the
old guy too.
And now I was gonna have to make every jump first try. Thankfully, I got past the fence section, but now I was on the trapdoors. Trapdoors were only a quarter of the size of a regular block, meaning if I missed the jump by even a little, it would be game over. This next jump was a 3-block diagonal jump. I didn't practice this jump, but I made it. I had made it past the trapdoors, but now I was on the regular doors. I had almost no experience with door jumps, but I knew I had to be careful. If I wasn't paying attention and I opened one of the doors the wrong way, I could get knocked off, and there would be no totem of undying to save me this time. The jumps kept getting harder and harder, and each jump I felt like I was barely hanging on the edge.
Come on, FBO, I believe in you.
It didn't matter as long as I was staying on the course. One by one, I kept making the jumps, and I was getting higher and higher off the ground. The last
we gotta pray for FBO.
3.5-block
He's
jump.
got to become a master.
But it wasn't going to be the jump that stopped me from ranking up. I didn't like thinking about the fact that this course had no room for error. When I ranked up before, at least the course had blocks to potentially break my fall, but here, there was nothing that could save me. If you fall, you're dead. Luckily, I made it past the door section.
It's a big, big fall.
I was onto the ladder section.
I'm sweating just watching it. There's so much suspense.
I found something I've never seen before. Is this jump even possible? This is
a
2-block vertical jump. I've never seen this jump before, but I figured it had to be possible. I went for it, and I made it. And that's when I saw one of the hardest jumps I've ever seen. Oh no, this could be the end of me. Come on, please hang on.
Where the ladder's on the side.
I was inches away from slipping off the ladder, but my son was still on the course. Now I was parkouring on fully grown trees. I didn't even know trees still existed in parkour civilization, but I didn't have time to focus on that right now. I was looking at the last jumps, and I realized I was almost at the top. I was actually gonna do it. All right, where do I jump to now? What is going on?
TNT!
Wait, no! I was too late to realize. I opened my eyes and I was still on the tree with 2 hearts left. What happened? Was that a part of the course?
Bro almost got destroyed.
I thought the TNT would do the trick, but you just want to stay alive.
There he is.
Who are you? What are you doing here? I'm so confused. What is going on?
Oh, please don't tell me you thought you were going to rank up. You? You were a noob. You don't belong up there. You
That's
could
so
never
messed
be a
up.
parkour
What?
master. You belong at the bottom level. You were a noob. You were born to be one, and you'll always be one. And now I gotta finish the job. Prepare for a
Watch, he's gonna
parkour
fall
battle.
off.
Oh god, a parkour battle is not what I need
Again?
right now. I only have 2 hearts left. That means if I fail to defend any parkour attack, that will
There's
be
no
the
way
end.
he loses this,
I
right?
think I actually had a chance of ranking up.
Say goodbye
360
to parkour
jumps, 360
civilization.
jumps.
The battle starts now. I attack you with a 2-block diagonal vertical jump.
Whoever this was severely underestimated me. I've beaten a
360.
master in a parkour battle, and I sure wasn't gonna get out to a jump like that.
There's no point in fighting back. Your fate is inevitable.
I didn't listen to the parkour pro. I knew that as long as I could parkour,
Is it his turn
I was
to jump-
still in this.
to
Now,
attack now?
I couldn't afford to play it safe.
Backwards.
I needed an attack that would finish him once and for all, and that meant doing a jump I've never done before. Come on,
Backwards.
please make it. I did it.
No. What was that? What was that jump?
Well, that would be a 2-block
Well,
downwards
he's falling all
backwards
the
jump.
way down,
Wait,
so he's
sorry,
dead.
I messed up. It's actually a 2-block downwards backwards diagonal jump. This was it. The pro lined up at the edge of the block and jumped backwards.
Come
It's
on,
game
please.
over.
No.
Did it. I
Goodbye.
won the parkour battle.
That's what
but
you get.
Against who? That was just a parkour pro. Why was another pro trying to attack me? And why did they not want me to rank up?
He was
What
definitely
all
working
that
for the
stuff he was
master.
saying about how I was born to be at the bottom? There was too much to think about, but I had to set that aside because now I still had to worry about surviving the parkour course. And not even just the parkour jumps. Who knows if there are more traps waiting for me ahead? I took a look at the rest of the course. I could see the
Oh,
final stretch
guys, I don't
of
know
jumps,
why, but
and
I
all had to do
love
now
slime block
was a
parkour.
slime block jump. Let's go.
It's just
All
so
the
fun.
days I was
It's
using
like a
my
little
custom
trampoline.
slime block jump to get to my bed were just practice for this moment. I
Boing.
jumped and I made
I
it.
love slime
Now,
block
I was
parkour.
standing on
It's the
one
best.
of the final jumps of the course, and I could see
We
the
got
doorway
chains?
up ahead. Now
Oh
were the
my
3 block
gosh, those
vertical
chain jumps look
but I've been
crazy.
practiced. I used my momentum to do all 5
But
jumps in a
now-
row. In less than 10 jumps, I would be a parkour master. Now I was at a tricky part. I've never even seen chain jumps before, but compared to surviving a surprise attack and parkour battle,
are
it was
scary.
nothing to me anymore. I made the final chain jump, and
Okay.
I was 1 jump
Here we
away
go.
from becoming a parkour master.
Oh, you
This was
can't
it.
even, like,
This was
hit
what
your head
everything
on
was
this.
leading up to. The old man that helped me, the
This one is
parkour master
hard.
that gave me the totem, they all wanted me to make it
Here
to
we go.
this point, and I wasn't gonna let them down. I jumped and I made it. I
You did it.
I actually did it. I turned around.
You-
and looked
you
at how
became
high I
a
was off the
master
ground.
now,
I had
basically.
beaten the course that no pro even attempts to do, and now I'm about to rank up. Once I step through these doors, I will
Let's
no
go!
longer be a parkour pro. I will
Yes!
be a parkour master. The door opened, revealing
That's
an
actually
entirely
crazy.
different room. All of the
Congratulations,
walls were
Evbo.
made up of quartz. What was society even gonna look like up here? I couldn't
Whoa,
describe
it looks
but
like
everything was
heaven.
so perfect compared to the layers down below.
Oh,
I
it's
looked
time to
over
let
and
go
I
of your
saw a
boots.
lava parkour jump with dispensers
Throw
in the
it
middle.
away.
Oh, I know what this is. This would hopefully be the last time I ever have to wear pro boots again. I took off my boots and threw them in the lava. And
Diamond?
now I just gotta
No,
make sure I
gold.
don't fail this jump. I jumped through the dispensers and I was equipped
Got the
with
gold.
golden boots. I
Gold
was
suits
now
you very well,
officially
Evbo.
a parkour master. The last time I ranked up to become a pro, there were people working in the parkour temple, but now I don't see anyone here. I realized how different society was between the noob and pro levels.
Society's
So
just
how much
real
different
good
could this
at
society be?
when
Well,
you're
I
up
guess there's only
at
one
the
way
top.
to find out. I walked up the stairs and I started to see the inside of the parkour temple. All right, I think I'm ready to see what society's like up here. I walked
Okay.
up the stairs into the parkour master society.
Look
Oh
at that.
My, this is what parkour
What
civilization
the
looks
heck?
like as a master. Up
Is
here,
that what the
only
homes
the
look
best
like?
of the best can survive all of the jumps. One missed jump and I would rank down back to a
Dude.
parkour pro, and all of my work to get up here
Every-
would have been for nothing.
every jump is
and
3
now
blocks
it looks
now.
like I'm gonna be fighting for my life every jump. As a parkour noob, I only had to do 1-block jumps. When I became a pro, those 1-block jumps turned into 2-block jumps. And now as a parkour master, everywhere I look is a 3-block jump. Except now
Oh,
up here, there are
shoot.
parkour highways. It seemed like taking the highway was a little easier since the glass jumps were about 2.5 blocks. I was expecting life to be different up here, but
And
I
these
did not
are
think
the
it would look like
homes?
this.
You get a whole
were these even
apartment.
houses? These were more like skyscrapers. Wait,
Oh
could I
my
actually buy a
gosh.
skyscraper as a master? I looked up and way up high, I saw a parkour master easily making the jumps. And
Wait.
just when I thought he was gonna die from fall damage, he just
Is that a master? I swear he had iron
caught
boots on.
himself with a water bucket and moved on. I've never heard of water bucket parkour being a thing, but that's when I remembered the parkour master that I battled came down the same way. So parkour masters can use water to never take fall
MLG
damage?
water
All right,
bucket
well,
challenge.
looks like I gotta go find myself a water bucket. I made my way over to what looked like to be some sort of parkour staircase, and this definitely didn't look like an easy staircase to
Where is
climb.
this gonna lead
I
them to?
wouldn't do that if I were you.
Oh no,
Wait,
my
what?
first day as a parkour master and I'm already in trouble? I turned around but didn't see anybody until
Who
a
is it?
parkour master dropped down out of nowhere.
It seems like you're new here. You should probably get off the staircase if you don't have your water bucket yet.
Okay, I'm not gonna fight back on this one, not trying to make enemies on my first day. The master explained that I shouldn't be going up high without a water bucket because one missed jump and I'll die from fall damage.
Oh
And
my
he said
gosh.
masters never die from fall damage.
Why does it go
Okay,
up that
so
high?
how do I get a water bucket then?
Do you even have a house yet?
No.
Alright, buddy. You should probably get a house first. Like that one over there. You need something on the ground level. Something where you don't have to go up high for.
Are you serious? These are actually houses? Okay.
That's
so
crazy.
How do I get a house? The master showed me
They're
the
too
building
rich
where I
up
could
here.
buy my
They're so
skyscraper.
out of touch
Here,
from
here,
from
I'll
like
help you out a little bit.
civilization.
I'm kind of rich, so just take this and hopefully that will help you buy your first house.
You're rich? Wait, what does that mean? It was already clear that I knew nothing about what life was like
So
up
you
here.
can
The
actually
parkour
get
master dropped me
physical,
5 oak
obtainable
blocks.
stuff.
Why would he drop me
If you're a
these? Wait, how
pro,
much is
or
a
if
skyscraper
you're a
gonna cost?
master.
I made my way over to the shop where I was gonna buy my first house as a parkour master. I walked inside and this store looked nothing
We got
like
an
all the
alien?
other shops I
Yo.
bought houses from. Instead, there was just one giant hole in the middle.
What the
Okay,
heck?
Don't tell me I have to do this jump to buy a skyscraper. Is this even possible?
Okay, clearly you have no idea how this works. You have to build your jump, buddy.
Let's go.
I
I could build
see.
my
So
own
you get
jump
to
pay
kinda
for my
choose
house.
what you
Now I
do.
understand why the parkour master gave me these blocks. All right, what am I gonna build? Wait, how do I even know this is gonna be enough to buy the house? Can't you just tell me how much the house costs?
No, that's your job. Just warning you, if you don't pay enough, I'm not gonna sell you a house.
Okay, I have to guess the price. That's just great. Let's just hope this
What is
three-block
this, like a
diagonal jump
three-block?
works. Nice.
Three-block
All right,
diagonal
did I get
jump.
the house?
Bro, you're kidding, right? You're trying to buy a skyscraper. Why would you think that would work?
360.
If I had a dirt house to sell, I wouldn't even give it to you for that.
Okay, that's
Hit the
not good. Now I
360.
just wasted 3 of the blocks I had. How am I possibly gonna make a jump hard enough to buy a skyscraper with 1
360?
block? Okay, let's see. This is a 3-block jump and then into a 2-block jump. Oh god, I have an idea and I don't like it. But if
Jump
I'm gonna
and
buy
then
a
360
parkour
after that.
skyscraper, I think this is my only choice. This
Ready?
is such a bad idea. Why am I doing this? Whatever. I'm just gonna go for it. 1, 2.
Oh,
I cannot
double
believe I just made
360?
that.
I've never even seen a 360, but you just paid me with 2 in a row. This is
Evo, the
incredible. Let me show you to
360
your parkour
god.
skyscraper.
If there's one thing I know about life in parkour civilization, it's that a 360 can solve everything.
All right, here's your new house.
I have to be the first person in history to have bought a house on the noob level,
Oh
the
my
pro level,
gosh.
and the master level. I cannot wait to check this out. Wait, how do I even get up here?
Oh, yeah, usually when people buy this house, they water bucket from all the way up there to get inside.
I have to jump from all the way up there just to get
How are you gonna
one
get a
block?
water
No,
bucket
no,
now?
since you paid me a lot, I'll help you out.
The guy told me I could use this block instead of water
Hey,
bucket. But he
let's
said
go.
as a parkour master, if you're caught using this, everyone will make fun of you.
Oh.
That means I'm gonna have to
So
get a
you could
water
do
bucket
it,
before I become a
but
social outcast.
you
up
just
here.
get judged
All right,
for
time
doing
to check
it.
out the biggest house I've ever bought
Let's
in parkour
go.
civilization. The downside about being a parkour master is every
Oh
jump in my life
gosh,
is now
you gotta jump all the way up there just to sleep?
so much harder. The houses up here had so many more spaces to fall through. I even had to jump if I wanted to go on the couch. But that's
It's
what
so
it means
risky.
to be a master in parkour civilization. Parkour masters are never supposed to fall, no matter how hard the jump is. So I guess I have to do all these glass jumps every time I want to get to the top floor of my house. When I climbed up the ladder, I was in my very own garden. I didn't even know nature
That's
like
so
this still
nice.
existed in parkour
That looks
civilization, but now
so
I
cool.
have it in my house. This entire level of civilization was still so crazy to me. I couldn't even believe half of the things I was seeing. Never in my life would I have thought I would have to swim up a waterfall to get to the top floor of my house. I was so amazed by everything around me that
Where's
I
the
didn't
bed,
even
though?
pay attention to the fact
Oh
that I
my
was
goodness.
at 2 hearts. If I missed one of these jumps,
There's
and
so
took
many
fall
more
damage,
levels,
it might
too.
be the end of me. But I'm a master now, so I never miss jump. No, I
Oh.
missed one parkour jump, and I took
Oh my gosh. 1 heart remaining?
Now that I had time to process the situation, there was no way that person acted alone. Someone didn't want me to rank up, and whoever that is still out
Was
there.
it the
I didn't
champion?
know. Maybe it was another parkour master.
Maybe the
or
champion?
Maybe it was someone else. All I knew is that I was gonna have to figure out something quick
Maybe the
if I wanted to
champion
survive.
heard
If I
that
jumped,
someone
my
has
entire
been
journey
leveling
would
up
be for
a
nothing.
little
So
too
if I was gonna have
fast.
any chance at surviving, I was gonna need to find a place to get food. I went down the parkour highway until I saw a massive building in the distance. I was just hoping that this was a place to get food because I had 4 hunger bars left,
Dude,
and I don't
one-
even want to think
guys,
about what might
one
happen
heart.
if I lose the ability to sprint. I walked
Ooh,
into the
there's a
building,
nice
and
big
so
shop,
far,
though.
I didn't see anything that resembled food. All I saw were dispensers and hoppers on the wall. All of the dispensers had different types of parkour items listed above them. Maybe this is a place
civilization is so different up here.
Why don't these machines even work? I'm not getting anything.
Hey, buddy, you're not seriously trying to rob the parkour
we got a
bank,
slime
are
block
you?
guy now.
Parkour bank? I already knew parkour was how people
they've
paid
got
each other in
banks?
parkour civilization.
That's how you know
but this
they're
was
rich
different.
up here.
Someone walked up with a piece of paper and put it into the dispenser. In exchange, they got wood blocks for it. I realized the paper the guy put into the dispenser was something I was already familiar with. It must have been a daily task paper, which means not even being a parkour master can get me out of work. On the other side of the bank, I saw a staircase that was definitely too hard to do with one
the champion have to do
man,
work too?
I don't mean to assume anything, but the top floor is for people with money. You can come back when you're rich, though.
How does every
Dang,
parkour
that's
master know that this is
crazy.
my first day here? All right,
like the
I found
private
the bank, but that didn't
VIP
help me at
section.
all. The situation was getting worse as I kept going on. I was now down to 3.5 hunger bars. If I didn't get food within a few minutes, I would lose my sprint, and every 3-block jump that I've been doing would be impossible. Okay, I really hope this place sells food.
Yeah, this is the place for food. You just gotta build your jump.
Oh, this is it. I'm done
There
for.
is no
I have no
blocks.
blocks left. I have no way of paying for anything in parkour civilization. I'm gonna be the first parkour master in history to starve. How embarrassing is that? Wait a minute. Unless parkour can be used for anything, and that includes bribing parkour pros. Could I bribe a parkour master for food? Would that work? I mean, maybe it could. What the? Where did that person just come from? Oh my god, she probably fell from all the way up there.
That's an answer from the gods.
3 blocks for me. Let's go. I'm saved. In my entire time in
but it's
parkour
ice
civilization,
blocks.
I've never even seen ice jumps.
no.
But now wasn't the time to be scared of jumps. I needed the food. All right,
my
what
gosh.
does 2 3-block ice jumps get me?
Dude, you seriously paid that much?
Wait, what do you mean paid that much? Did I pay a lot? Ice jumps were apparently worth a lot in parkour civilization because I got 64 golden carrots.
He
Please
doesn't
come
have
back,
to
bro,
eat like
anytime.
Let's go. I'm not
He doesn't
gonna be
have
the
to work
first
for food
parkour
anymore.
master in history to
My
starve.
goodness.
Now I actually have a chance to start
A
living
whole
life as a
stack of
parkour
golden
master.
carrots?
I don't even know what to do now. Do I
He's
go to
chilling now.
work or do I get a water bucket? Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting a water bucket. I took the parkour highway until I found a different building. Hopefully this will
could
be
he
the place
use the
where I could get a
food
water
as, like,
bucket.
payment,
because
too?
it didn't really
I feel like
seem
that'd
like I
be
was
pretty-
a parkour master
pretty
until I
neat.
got one. I walked into the building and I saw
Whoa.
a giant glass staircase with a small platform on top. And on the floor, it looked like there was some sort of target.
You're
Do you
here
have
for
to
a
get-
water bucket?
Oh, yeah. Is this the place I get one?
You don't just get one, you pay for one with your life. Climb
Oh
up to
my
the top
gosh.
of the staircase and grab a water bucket.
And then you
If
have to come
make
back
it,
down.
You keep it.
Of course, I have to risk my life yet again. Getting a water bucket was the only thing different
All right,
in parkour.
dude,
but
stained
not this
glass
time. It
parkour is
didn't
the
matter, though.
worst.
The fear
Look
stopped
at
me
this.
before.
Yes, sir.
Like little
Somehow
tiny,
you ranked
like,
up.
noodles.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
See, it's another calling. Like, who the heck are they calling up
He
to?
dies from the water bucket, but if he doesn't, we'll be there to stop him.
I somehow made it to the
Stop
top
him.
of
How
the
so?
glass staircase. I can confidently say
made
that
it.
stairs are the worst thing about being a parkour master.
guys might be
but right
screwed,
now,
dude.
stairs were the least of my worries.
keep trying to
I
stop
opened the
F-Bo.
chest to see a bunch of water buckets. The only way I'm gonna be able to keep one of these is if I go for the water bucket jump and make it successfully. If I make it, I'll
MLG.
have the ability to unlock an entirely new level of parkour. And if I don't, well, my entire journey's been for nothing. But that's
Come
the way
on.
life is in parkour civilization.
As we know,
You jump
he's the
by.
main
And
character.
have-
I wonder
these
if
were
Ebo's
jumps
gonna
I could only
try
dream
to
of
go
when
for
I
the
was a
champion
parkour noob.
status.
But
He
I
has
have
to,
the
right?
ability to become the greatest master in parkour
he
civilization.
wants to be,
My
like,
first
the
days on this
best.
level were confusing, but now I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of it. As a parkour pro, I was required to do a daily task every single day. But now as a master, I can choose to do a task whenever I want. Instead of being paid in
nice.
practice
So you have
time,
the freedom.
masters get paid with blocks. As a master, if you want to pay for things, you have to build your own jumps. That means the more blocks you have, the more powerful you are as a master. And right
I
now,
see.
I can't make many parkour
Where'd
jumps,
all of his
so that's
food
why
go?
I gotta work. Parkour delivery here.
Come in.
All right, let's hope I can do this job well. Hey there, you wanted some parkour built, right?
Yeah, that's right. I ordered my new chain couch. You can put it right over there.
I can't say I've heard of a chain couch before,
Ouch.
but I guess there's a first time for everything.
seems
all
pretty
right,
painful.
I think I built this right. Is this what you wanted?
Oh, yeah, this is a real couch. Maybe if you're as rich as me one day, you can afford one of these.
Sure. Well, I hope you enjoy
he
your
might
day.
die.
Oh,
He
shoot,
died.
no. Bro, am I seriously not gonna get a tip? Dude,
Ripski.
that guy said he was rich
No
too.
tip.
I could have gotten some ice
That's what he
blocks
was
or
worried
something.
about.
The truth about being a parkour master is that people don't always get along. Not only do you have to survive every single jump, but you have to be ready to defend yourself with parkour.
Whoa, buddy. What do you think you're doing? Everyone knows I'm the guy who sells houses. Go and take a different job.
Wait, what do you mean? My job today is to sell houses. You can't just skip one day.
Parkour
Come on,
battle.
man. I need the money.
That's it. Parkour battle. You and me right now.
And by defend yourself,
360
I mean being prepared
time.
for a random parkour battle at any point. For my first move, I attacked with a 3-block diagonal jump into a 3-block vertical diagonal jump. I thought it was a strong attack, but the parkour master clearly had no problem
They make
with it.
parkour
Now it
seem
was his
so
turn
like
to attempt
I don't
a
know.
3-block chain jump.
Let's see you try to
Like they
defend
make it
against
seem
this
so like
attack, buddy.
strategic.
I don't even have chains
At
to
the
build
end of the day,
with.
they're
I
just
can't do this
jumping from
jump.
one
Then you
block
have
to
officially
another.
lost the parkour battle, and the selling house job is mine
Nope.
again.
It's
And there
not
it
over
was.
yet.
That was my first time losing a parkour battle. But that's just a part of the learning process for being a parkour master. But even though I've learned
Rip.
so much, there's one thing that I've yet to figure out.
Well,
and
no
that's
one takes
how to
that
get
job
to
away
the
from
top
the
of
alien.
the parkour temple. If I make it up there, I could potentially be the parkour champion, but I didn't see a way up. Back when I was a parkour pro, I could see the path on the side
Maybe
of the
you have
wall
to
to
build
rank up,
all
but
your
now
way
there's
up.
nothing here.
That's because you can't see it. It's said that only the parkour
It's
champion
invisible?
knows the
Oh,
way
is that
up.
guy
Standing
again?
behind me was the master that I beat in my first parkour battle. He was the one who gave me the Totem of Undying and helped me find the way past the impossible jump. Without his help, I would have never become a parkour master, and I wouldn't even be alive right now.
I knew giving you that Totem of Undying was a good choice. Now that you ranked up, you have the chance to save all of parkour civilization by
Save?
becoming the champion.
Save parkour civilization? Wait,
What do you mean
what are
by
you
that?
talking about? Why do I need to be the one to become the parkour champion?
You don't understand. We are at war. We thought all hope was lost. Before
War?
you
With
ranked
who?
up. You don't understand. People aren't supposed to rank up, but you did it anyways. You need to come with me now.
What is going on? There's a parkour war and somehow I'm supposed
What
to be
the
the
heck?
champion? What am I
Well,
getting
someone's
myself
trying to
into?
stop
I
him.
should have
We
never
know
ranked
that.
up. I was happy in my mansion. The master brought me into the parkour temple and I followed him until he showed me a secret room. When I walked inside, I saw a
Whoa.
small scale version of a map of the entire parkour civilization. The master said he had a mission for me. He told me to travel as far north as I could and find the highest parkour highway there is. He told me there's a building there that's extremely difficult to get into, but if I could get into it, I could get the truth about parkour civilization. He told me to go at night, and if I succeed, I might be able to
We're about
save
to learn the
everyone.
truth.
It was
More
time. I
lore
woke
being
up in the
unlocked.
middle of I kept going on the parkour highway until I saw a building. This one looked different than all of the other buildings in Parkour City, and I had a feeling that it wasn't going to be easy to get to. This next jump was a 4-block jump. I don't think I've ever done a 4-block jump straight up before, but the
Invisible
master
block,
said that
maybe?
this mission would be difficult, and if there's someone to do it, it was gonna be
Oh,
me.
he
I
has
got
to, like, momentum
and
jump
I
it.
made the 4-block
Yup.
jump. Oh, 4-block jump down, and now, oh my god, what is this?
Head
I stood
jumps.
on a path of ice blocks, and at the end, there was a jump way too far to
Oh
even
my
comprehend.
gosh.
This could have
You have to basically like momentum yourself by like head jumping or something and like
I tried
jump in
looking
the
around
last
for
second
barrier
because there's
blocks.
stairs
Maybe there
above
was a
that
secret path to this as well, but I found nothing. Somehow, I was gonna have to make this jump. And I think I had an idea of how I might be able to do
My
it.
gosh.
Okay, well, I get one chance at this.
Guys,
oh man, if
this
only
is
I was
so
rich enough to buy
nerve-wracking.
ice blocks to practice. Oh,
Oh,
I do
let's go.
not want to do that again. There must be a
I
parkour
would've
god
failed
looking
that.
out for me.
100%.
Okay, back
You guys
now,
think
I
he
was
did
just
it in
hoping
first
I
try?
didn't walk into an ambush. I walked inside and I saw a giant hole in the floor with some
Or
parkour
while
jumps
filming
up
this, of
top.
course.
I was thankful that I didn't see anyone waiting for me. And what I wasn't thankful for was this
Oh
glass
my
pane
gosh.
staircase. Oh man, why do they have to make staircases
Actually,
so
I
complicated
take
in
my
Parkour
words back. I don't
Civilization?
wanna do
This was
Parkour
supposed to be a stealth
Civilization
mission,
anymore.
but
I
making
hate
it really
parkour.
hard for that to be possible. After too long, I made it up the staircase into
There's
the
a map
top
that I
floor.
could play
looked
through, I
around,
might.
but didn't see anyone. All I saw was some weird pedestal in the middle and some giant screen. What is this thing?
What
this
is this?
looks so. What the? Look, I told you it was possible.
No way. That was actually incredible. All right, well, I got my money's worth.
Let's go. I got paid for parkour.
Diamonds?
If you want, I can keep making more parkour for you to do, and I'll pay you for it.
Whoa, what just happened?
What
How did I
crazy
see
flashback.
that vision? That's my memory, isn't it? That's Siwa. I've lived that before. What is going on? I walked over to the screen and opened the book on the desk. It said, enter user. Well, I was...
Guys, imagine this entire time he was the champion. He was the one who created this civilization but lost all his
here for
memories.
information, wasn't I? Might as well see what this does. I put my
Did it
name
log
into
him
the
in?
book and put it back on the desk, and text
Rank
appeared on the
noob.
screen. Rank noob. Wait, how? I'm a master. master, though. But before I could think any further, someone appeared
the
right
heck is
behind me.
that?
Before they saw me,
Itachi?
I ran and hid behind the bush. Oh no, this is not good. This is not good.
Oh man, going into work late today, I guess, or early maybe. I don't know.
The security
So far,
guard?
the person didn't see me, but that's when someone else came into the room. It was Siwa. I know
What?
him, don't I? He's from my memory. I saw him walk up to the desk and start putting
Bro.
something in the book. And the player that was on the pedestal started moving. I watched as this player with no
Bro.
boots walked up to a parkour jump and failed the 1-block jump.
And we got another noob. Good. We needed more of those.
What is going on here?
Is that
You can
how
come
they're
out
like
from behind that
generating
bush,
people?
You know.
Oh no, this is not good. Okay, time to improvise.
I mean, bro, the bush is see-through. You really thought that was gonna work?
Okay, can you just tell me what's going on? Why did I see you when I stepped on that pedestal?
He's
we
the king.
know each other. That's our memory.
Nope. That's just what every new person sees. It's a fake memory to make you think that parkour is how you succeed in life. I mean, why
What?
else would people parkour if it wasn't for money or social
Dude,
status?
they've been
So-
brainwashed. My guy Siwat is rich as heck now.
It was all just a lie? I don't get it. What is this for? These 3 jumps. That new player just fell through on the first one. What happened to him? Siwa explained that these 3 jumps decide whether a new player becomes a noob, a pro, or a master. These 3 jumps right when you join Parkour Civilization
Did he
decide
ever
your
do it?
entire fate? How is that fair?
It's not about fair, it's about order. If you can't parkour, you deserve to be at the bottom.
This is so messed up. This is so messed up. How is this happening? I can't let this keep going on. I have to find a way to stop this. Okay, if I can
How are you
attack
gonna
him with a
stop
parkour
him,
jump,
though?
he has no choice but to battle me. I have to do an attack that he'll never be able to do. It's time to go for the 720.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
720.
I looked over and see what already had an attack built. It
What?
was with candles.
Candle parkour?
Candle jump. One attack from this and it does 10 hearts, and that's good night for you.
I was finished.
Oh my
I
gosh.
couldn't attack. I couldn't do anything.
He
I was
threatened him.
defenseless. So what happens now?
Despite my best efforts to get rid of you, I couldn't do it, so someone else will.
Siwat placed down
So
a parkour
Siwat
jump
has
made
been the
out of
one
brewing
trying to get
stands.
rid of him?
I've never even heard of parkour with brewing stands before.
Interesting
gosh.
thing about brewing
Oh
stand
my
jumps,
gosh.
they aren't just difficult, but they can deal any potion effect you want.
This was it.
What?
I had no brewing stands to defend
Bro.
myself. I took the hit and slowly started fading away.
Have fun with the champion in the arena.
Champion?
No pressure at all. Just 1 minute before I fight the parkour champion. All right, I'm gonna
Rip.
take 32
Let's see what happens.
blocks.
This
I
might
really
be
just
the
hope
final
there's a chance
battle.
that the greatest player in Parkour Civilization doesn't know how to do a 360. I was now getting ready to fight the parkour champion in the arena. The worst part is that I was only allowed to bring in 64 blocks to fight with.
I
had
can't
no clue
even
what
like
was gonna
predict
attack me
what's
with,
about to
so I
happen,
decided
but
to
he's
take
building
some
his
of
kit
every
right now,
block.
it seems
This
like.
was life or death. If by some miracle I could defend
Oh
the
my
parkour
gosh.
champion's attacks, I would have to use these blocks to build the hardest parkour jumps I've ever done. I wanted to believe that I could win, but deep down I knew that this could very well be the end of my journey.
Before you step into the arena, drop all of your blocks. I need to count if you're bringing 64.
These are the blocks I'm bringing. It should add up to 64.
You're good. You may now fight the parkour champion.
This
my
was
God.
it.
How
One
is that
way or
even fair?
another, this would be my final battle in
Oh,
Parkour
shoot.
Civilization. The door opened and I stepped into the parkour
This is
arena. It was
crazy.
time to fight.
This
If I
looks so
somehow
cool, though.
beat the parkour champion, maybe I have a
Oh
way
my
to save
goodness.
everyone in Parkour Civilization. But if I lose, which let's be honest here,
You know, I
is
can
very
see
much
why a lot of people
possible,
got
well,
hooked
let's
onto
just
this
say I should have
series.
died. And now it's time to fight the champion. Wait, what? You're not the champion? Who are you?
Who
You're
the
a
heck is
pro.
this guy?
What are you doing here? I thought I was fighting the champion.
Oh, yeah, you have to fight me first. Please just go easy on me, though. It's my first time here.
Oh.
Okay, I guess I'm not fighting the champion first. I have to
I guess
fight
there's
a parkour
levels to
pro?
this.
This is really weird. I've never even fought a pro. What jumps can they even do? I forgot. For my first
Simple
attack,
jump.
I attacked
Boom.
with a 3-block vertical jump.
I feel like he
didn't
can't
want to
even
do
do
anything
that.
too crazy on my first attack because if I missed and let him get the chance to attack, I run the risk of taking damage.
Ah!
But fortunately, it seemed like this fight was going to be easier than
Yeah,
I
this is
thought
gonna be an
until
easy-
something
easy
happened.
battle.
The blocks that I used for my attack all disappeared. In the
Oh,
parkour arena,
yup.
if you place blocks, you will never get them back.
So-
And now I realized why I was fighting a parkour
They're
pro.
trying to
It was
exhaust
genius,
his
actually.
blocks.
If I wasted all of my blocks before getting to the champion, I would have no fighting chance. Hey,
Ooh.
quick question. The people who put you here, what did they say you were here for?
Oh, yeah, they said I would be warming up the crowd, you know, for, like, the fight.
Warming up the crowd.
crowd.
There's literally
There
no one
is
watching,
no
right?
one there.
Yeah, I know. Please just get this over with.
Oh god, I'm a terrible terrible person. Man, this is the weirdest parkour battle ever.
What would happen
For my
to
second
them,
attack,
though?
I built a 4-block jump. And of course, it was successful once again. But at this
One
point,
more,
I wasn't worried
and he's
about
done.
winning. I was worried about the blocks I was losing for every attack.
Just use
There was
simple
no
blocks
way
for
I could
now.
afford to use more than 2 blocks for an attack. At least
360?
not in this fight.
Oh,
For the final
backwards jump.
attack, I did a backwards jump.
Did you just go backwards?
This is not going to be pretty.
What
Oh,
the-
shoot.
it just-
Oh, that was not
It didn't
how I
even get
thought it was
on
gonna
top of
turn
the
out.
block.
It was a little unfortunate that I essentially wasted 2 blocks on that jump since he didn't even try it, but at least I survived the
just
first
gave up.
parkour battle without taking any damage. So now what happens? Do I fight the champion? I stood there on the platform not knowing what to do until I saw someone jumping towards me.
Oh, yeah,
Alright, this
we've
is
got
it.
a
This is
master
the battle
now.
for life or death. Let's get this over with. So, you must be the champion, right?
Me? The champion? You're joking, right? Look at my boots. I'm a master.
Was
Do these
that
look
like a
diamond to you?
black and white
I don't
version
know. I
of
thought it was fighting
Evbo?
the champion. So when does that happen?
You still have 2 more people to go through if you want to see the champion, but you're not making it past me. Let's go. Start the battle.
This is not good. I have to win 2 more parkour battles if I want to even see the champion. It was clear that the odds were stacked against me, but that wasn't going to stop me from trying. Now, I was fighting against a master. This means I couldn't hold back with my attacks. I was going to have to attack with harder jumps. I
What
decided this
the-
was a
that
good
is
time
so
to use
far
one
away.
of my stairs.
I
For
think
my
that's
first
possible,
attack,
though,
I
'cause
did
you're
a
kinda going
4-block
downwards.
diagonal stair jump, but I was in trouble. Even for myself, I knew the attack was too easy.
That's what you're attacking me with?
I was getting ready for the master to easily defend my attack, but
Oh,
by some
and he
miracle, he
missed?
failed it.
Bro.
The master didn't know, but I realized he built the jump wrong. He tried doing a harder jump than my attack. I got lucky with that first
You might as
attack,
well just
but
start
that wasn't
doing
going to happen
360s
again.
at this
I
point.
needed to do harder jumps. I used 2 more of my
360.
stairs to build another 4-block diagonal jump. If I make this, I would only need 1 more attack to win the
feel
battle.
like you might miss
but I
this.
missed.
Oh.
I came so close, but I didn't land on the
Dang.
stair.
Wasted another 2 stairs, I see. Even if you do beat me, you'll have no blocks to fight the champion with.
The master was right. I was running out of blocks quickly.
Well, is the
I
next
only
fight
had
the
one
champion?
stair left,
If the next
and
fight
I
is
wasn't
champion,
even done
like,
with my second
he has plenty of
battle.
blocks.
I watched as the master built his first attack.
Oh,
I was
but
gonna
then
have
he
to
would
defend
have to
myself against a 4-block ice jump.
Oh, no.
Go on, use some of your ice blocks. I'm sure you don't have that
They're
many
trying to
of
make
them.
him use
He
a
was
ball
right.
of
I
it.
only had 4 ice blocks with me. Even the best case scenario
1, 2,
where I
3,
defend
4.
this attack, I'll only have 2 ice blocks left. I went for the jump,
better not
and I
fail.
almost slid off, but I
Oh,
stayed on.
nice.
Oh, that was
You
too
did it.
close. Okay, it was now my turn to attack, but this battle was taking too long. I knew what the master was doing. He was trying to make me waste all of my blocks, but there was no way I could let that happen, which means I could only do one thing. I needed to build an attack that would end this battle right
360.
now, and I knew
Right
just
now.
the way to do it. In a parkour battle, the harder the attack is, the more damage it does. And I was
What
about to
the-
attack with one of the hardest parkour combos I've ever done.
Oh my
All right,
gosh.
4-block jump into
This
a
is
2-block.
about to be crazy.
Let's do this. I attacked with a 4-block
Okay,
jump into
360.
a 360, and I made it.
That was kinda
Let's
fire.
go. I actually
That was
made
super
it.
fire.
That was the craziest parkour combo I've ever done. All right, buddy, your turn. 4-block jump into a 2-block 360.
This is impossible.
I watched as the parkour master attempted the
Oh,
combo and
they
failed.
did the
and
hard
damage
jump,
was
but then
enough
they couldn't do
to
the
win
360.
the parkour battle. It worked. That parkour combo
Please
that I
tell me
did
it's
may
finally
have
for the
just saved my
time for the
life, At
master.
least for now. If that master was telling the truth, I still
Or the
have to win
champion.
one more battle if I want to fight
One
the
more,
champion.
one more.
There was nothing else I could do. I tried looking around for a way to escape, but there was nowhere I could go. The only way out of this arena
Oh
is to
my
continue
gosh.
fighting. From across the arena, the path opened up and my third
Another
opponent
guy?
jumped towards me.
Evbo, you've come so far, but this is as far as you go. I'm afraid you won't make it past me to fight the champion. Let's begin.
Okay, let's do this.
This
It's just
battle
another
might take
master.
away,
I
like,
just beat
most
one
of his
before, and I
blocks.
can do it again. If I could finish this battle with a couple parkour combos, I might have enough blocks to fight the champion. For
So
my
every
first
time he's
attack,
gonna have
I
to use,
decided
like,
to
3
build
blocks.
2 4-block jumps.
Uh-oh.
I thought this combo would be hard, but I
okay.
had no clue who I was facing. The master made the
He
jumps
said, "Ah,
easily,
this
and
is
my
too
attack
easy."
was unsuccessful.
He said, "Ah,
now,
this is
I was
too
in
easy."
huge trouble. Unlike all
Rookie
the other
work.
people I faced in parkour battles, this master
Huh? His combos are actually insane. He got fence, trap door.
was not afraid to attack with his own parkour combos. And unfortunately for me, his was much harder than mine. The second jump in the combo was a jump that I didn't think would be
Oh,
possible.
no.
It was
I think
too
he's gonna
far,
lose
but
here.
I had to try. My life depended on this. I went to defend the attack,
Oh,
but I
he's losing some
overjumped it.
hearts.
The attack
Ah,
dealt
what?
5 hearts of damage.
5
Oh,
hearts?
this is not good. This is really not good. I managed
Yikes.
to gain back 2 hearts, but my hunger was lost. This was it.
He's
no
making
more
it so
second
much
chances.
harder.
No more regenerating
This is
health.
crazy.
I had to make these jumps. The parkour master attacked with an even harder harder combo, this time using 2 chains and an ice block. But by some miracle, I made it. Oh,
He
man,
made that,
how did
but
I
not
just
the
do
one
that?
previously?
This master was too good. No
What?
matter what jump I thought of, I knew he could make it. That's why I was gonna have to do something that's never been done in the
720.
history of parkour battles. And
It's
I was
time.
gonna have to do this first try. Finish it off with the 3-block handle jump, and we are done. Let's go. I'm probably gonna die.
Dude, the goal was to not use that many blocks. And
do
look at
this.
what he's
Flower
doing right
pot
now.
Jump
1,
to chain,
2.
chain to backwards
Oh,
jump to 360 fence
What
jump,
the-
diagonal
what?
chain jump to the candle.
How did you get this good all of a sudden?
I did it. I just made the hardest parkour combo in the world.
Evbo, the champion tasked me with making sure you don't rank up, but I now realize that's not possible. Your parkour is beyond me. You have my respects. Good luck against the
He
champion.
just jumps
Before
off.
I could say anything,
He's like,
the master gave
"Respect."
up and just jumped off. I won the 3rd battle, which
Well,
means now
you better
I
replicate
only
this
have to
against
battle
the-
the champion.
the master,
And
the
the champion,
champion.
is the one that tried to stop me from ranking up this entire time.
I had a feeling. Is it the old man? Who's this?
All of this parkour just to die by the champion.
This was it.
Bro,
Standing
who
in
is
front of
this
me
guy?
was the champion of parkour civilization.
I thought it was
Put up
gonna
a
be
good
like
fight,
some
I'll give you
shocking
that,
person.
but this ends here.
I watched as the parkour champion built his first attack, and it was a 5-block jump.
If you beat me in this battle, you become the parkour champion.
Bro's cheating.
And you could
He's
be
about
the
to have,
one
like,
that makes
potion
the
of leaping
rules.
effects.
But this is my parkour civilization, and I never
Bro.
lose.
The parkour champion
What the
made
heck?
the 5-block jump. It's not possible. It's just not. I can't do it. This was it. This
Dude's
was the
cheating.
end. There was no second chance, no backup I could call for, nothing to get me out of this.
Why
I
does he
lost,
get the first
and
move?
I won't be the one to save parkour civilization.
Oh no, don't get... What?
I opened my eyes and I was in a place that I knew all too well. I was down at the bottom. I was in the parkour temple at the noob level of parkour civilization. I opened my inventory
This
and I
system
had
was
leather
made
boots
so he
on.
couldn't
After the battle with the
succeed.
champion, I
Oh my
am now a
gosh.
noob again. I let everyone down. I was supposed
Did
to
I
be
just
the one
waste
to
2
save
hours of
parkour
my life?
civilization, and I couldn't do it. And now the champion gets what he wants.
Bro.
No one can ever rank up
I wanted
ever
to
again.
see Evbo
No one's free.
become
People
a
risked
champion.
their lives because they trusted me to help them, and I failed. And it was all for nothing. Now I'm just at the bottom again.
I'm
I don't
disappointed.
even have sprint.
I'm disappointed.
I can't even do more than a
Where's my
2-block
2
jump.
hours?
It's over, right? The old man gave me the last ticket to rank up. And even if I did, what's the point? The only
Unless-
way I could save people is by becoming the champion. And
Wait, go back to the
he's
house. Go back
impossible
to the
beat.
house.
Well, it's out of my hands now. There's
No.
nothing to do. I mean, maybe I just go back to parkour prison. At least there I could get fed some better food.
Wait, the old
Rather
guy's
have
there.
fish
The old
than
guy's
raw
at the-
chicken.
Down at the bottom again, are we?
Cookie?
Maybe I was
We got a cookie god?
wrong about you.
You were wrong about me. Wait, who are you?
Something tells me you already know the answer.
Hey,
The strange man turned
that's
around
the
and he was
homie.
wearing netherite boots. Oh, I do not want to do that again. There must be a parkour god looking out for me. You're the parkour god? But you were just
Of course.
a myth.
He got the
Is this
netherite.
all
He
of
got the
your doing?
netherite boots
The
and
parkour
everything.
civilization I created was never intended to divide people, but the
Wait,
new
he made this
champion had
civilization?
different plans.
Makes
And
sense.
you
He's the guy.
wanted me to stop the champion, and I couldn't. I'm sorry you put your trust in me. I thought I was good enough. I thought I could do it.
You seem like all hope is lost.
I mean, I can't do anything. I'm back at the noob level. I can't get a ticket anymore. I can't even sprint. What good is a 1-block jump gonna do against the parkour champion?
As long as you can parkour, there is always a way.
The parkour god dropped a pair of boots on the ground
What?
and jumped away. What is
He just
going
gave
on?
him champion
I jumped over
status?
and grabbed the boots that the parkour god left.
He just believes
These were
in
no
you, bro.
ordinary boots. These were diamond. Only the parkour champion wears these. And now I
just got the
have
cheat
them.
code.
I threw away my leather boots and I put on the
What the
champion
heck?
boots. Immediately, my hunger bar returned to full and I could see above into the upper layers. Oh my god, this is crazy. What is going on? What is going on? I don't know where the parkour god got these boots from or why he would trust me with them, but it didn't matter. This
Feels
was
so
my
good
second
to be able to
chance. I don't know
skip
how I'm
blocks
gonna
now.
get back up to the top, but I'm gonna find a way. Everyone's life depends on this, and that's why I'm gonna be the one to save parkour civilization.
I was about to say.
I had diamond boots on, meaning the barriers to the parkour temple shouldn't be here, but they were. and I had no way up. That means somehow I was gonna have to get a ticket. Oh, this is not good. I can't even earn a ticket myself, meaning the only way I'm gonna get one is if some other noob has one. But even if I got lucky and a noob hasn't used their ticket already, I couldn't find anyone. I was beginning to think that there were no noobs left and they were all in prison until I finally found one still standing. I asked the noob if there was any chance he had a ticket or even knew someone with a ticket so I could get into the temple. But he said that pros don't come down here anymore and do ticket challenges. It's now impossible for parkour noobs to rank up at all. This has to be the champions doing.
How much time has passed for them to not do this challenge anymore?
No way of getting food. That means if I don't get up in time and beat the champion, everyone down here will die. There has to be a way I can get past these barriers. I mean, the parkour god wouldn't have given me champion boots for nothing, right? And that's when I remembered I had champion boots on.
Yeah, you have access to go up.
The person that rules parkour civilization. And that's when I thought back to what the champion said.
If you beat me in this battle, you become the parkour champion, and you could be the one that makes the rules.
If the parkour champion makes the rules,
he makes the rules now.
Place the barriers, right? Which means if someone placed them, someone can get rid of them. It was a shot in the dark, but I thought I'd at least try.
No way.
Oh, this is pointless. This is not gonna work.
It's gonna work.
What? It broke. I couldn't believe it, but there it was. I was staring at a hole in the barriers. This is insane. I can break barriers now? Ah, thank you, parkour god. Let's go.
The fact that, you know, a pair of boots can give you this much power.
All right, let me make sure I'm not hitting my head on any of these. And now it's time to go save everyone.
Let's go.
I was now inside the parkour temple, and I was one step closer to getting back up to the top. Now that I was in the temple, it was time to start actually coming up with a plan. I was gonna have to find a way to somehow get back into the arena and fight the champion. And even if I do manage to do that, I still have to worry about beating him, which is a whole nother story. My rough draft of a plan involved grabbing blocks, and I thought I could get some here, but the chests were empty. Those chests were usually filled with blocks for the pros to do their daily tasks, but someone got rid of all of them. My idea of getting blocks was already off to a bad start, but I had a backup plan for where I could go to get more. I made it back up to the second layer of parkour civilization, but now was no time to celebrate. I still had such a long way to go to get up to the third layer, and time was running out. I made my way over to the place where I could get all the blocks I needed. The parkour training grounds should have thousands of blocks I could use. The last time I was in here, I was
just gonna steal them. I mean, I guess he can make all the rules, right? So
the course I built to practice to rank up was still here. This doesn't make sense. Have all of the pros just been practicing this course I built? But that's when my situation just got a whole lot worse.
God.
No, come on, they can't be empty. Why are they empty? All of these chests should have been filled with blocks to build parkour jumps, but they were all empty. Okay, this is not good. This is really not good. Something strange was going on, and I needed to find some answers. I took a trip back to where I used to live when I was a parkour pro.
Maybe they know now that he has access to champion boots.
And that was assuming he was still alive. I found the house where my neighbor used to live, and thankfully, parkour civilization hadn't claimed him just yet.
Egbo, you're alive, and you're the parkour champion?
Well, I'm not really the champion. I mean, I guess technically I am. I don't know. It's a long story. I asked my neighbor what was going on, and he said everything has changed. He said that parkour pros aren't allowed to go down to the noob level anymore, and some masters came down and took every block, and they can't even practice anymore. This was it. This was truly the end of parkour civilization. First, it was the noobs in danger. Now the pros are, and soon it might even be the masters. One by one, the parkour champion is taking away the free will of everyone. And if I don't end this now, there will be no one left to oppose him. Alright, no pressure, the fate of the world is in my hands, and now I have to speedrun one of the hardest parkour courses there is. Unlike getting up to the pro level, there was no easy way up to the master level. If you wanted to get back, you had to do the course. Even though I've made this course before,
all the invisible
this was different. Time was running out.
He's doing it so fast now. Speed run time.
Luckily, I made the course, and I was now at the master level. And now I was at one part of my master plan, which, well, has not been going to plan at all. If I don't get these gold boots, okay, thank you. Finally, something goes according to my plan. I didn't know if I would still get master boots if I had champion boots on, but luckily, I got an extra pair. Now that I was on the master level, I had to blend in. Any one of these masters could be working for the champion, and if they saw me with champion boots on, well, that's attention that I definitely do not want right now. At least with the gold boots on, the people working for the champion might not recognize me. Now was the next part of my plan. If I have any shot at all of getting back into the arena, I was gonna need the parkour master that saved my life. life. But when I went into the secret room in the parkour temple, he was nowhere to be found. Of course, I knew it was too good to be true to have two things in my plan go smoothly. Now I gotta improvise. Now I had to figure out where the parkour master lived, and I had no way of knowing which house he had. The only thing I could do is sit and wait for him to show up. But if I stayed down here, I run the risk of the masters on the champion's side finding me. I needed somewhere that would at least buy me a little more time, and the only place I thought of was to wait at the very top of the parkour staircase. At least here, I won't be seen that easily, but if I had to get down fast, I had no water bucket to save me. I realized I was standing so close to the barrier between the master and the champion levels, and now I have champion boots, meaning if I put these on, will I be able to see what life is like at the champion level? But before I could put them on, I saw the parkour master I was looking for. Now this is the part I was not looking forward to. The only way I can follow the parkour master is by taking fall damage. And I'm just hoping that the drop to his house isn't too far. And of course, it's a 50-block drop.
Oh my
gosh. I'm never
gosh.
surviving that. Oh,
you can make that corner jump, maybe.
And I don't like it. Yep, this is officially the worst idea I've ever had.
Yikes.
Okay, no more thinking. Let's just do this.
This could be
momentum, and I jumped. I thought it was too short, but I made it. Oh, that was so crazy. I know the parkour god does not like me for that one. Even though I barely survived, I found the parkour master without being caught. And now it was time to carry out my plan to save parkour civilization. I told the master everything that happened, and I showed him that I had champion boots. I told him that if I was gonna beat the champion, I would need his help.
I can't believe you survived and you met the parkour god. We can actually save
He's the chosen
Just tell
one.
me what I need to do, and I'll do
the fact that he got free champion boots, or that just makes him the chosen one.
Everything I need to get back into the arena and defeat the parkour champion.
Evbo's built different.
That's assuming everything goes right, and so far it hasn't worked out that way. I jumped over to the parkour bank. To get back into the arena, I was gonna need more difficult blocks to build parkour with, and I think I know how to get some.
Hey man, I don't mean to assume anything, but the top floor is for people with money. You can come back when you're rich though.
Upstairs must be the place where the bank keeps their harder blocks.
This is it.
Sir, you're not allowed to go up there. Sorry man,
I'm still going. I'm still.
Okay, never mind. I was expecting to see places where I could buy flower pots and candles, but instead there was just a massive box with a door.
Sir, this is a private
he can make the rules.
He
can make the rules.
He can break it. You have to leave immediately.
A private vault? I guess
he
that
can break
might work.
this. He can break
You're
this.
not getting into this vault. No amount of money could make me open
he
this
makes
door.
the rules,
no amount
guys.
Of money? Man, this guy clearly has never heard of one of my bribes before.
Just stop. It's not even worth it. What?
What do you say you open the door now? I take it you don't see a backwards 360 too often.
Okay, well I have to let you in now.
Let's go. I still got it.
It was that
Please
easy?
Just don't take anything.
I thought he was just gonna start breaking the
not
blocks because he
listening to
makes
that.
the rules.
I started looking around the vault for anything I could use, but most of the chests were empty until I finally stumbled upon a water bucket. Okay, I need blocks, but I guess I'll take this. I don't get it. Whoever owns this vault is supposedly rich, and the only thing I found is a water bucket. And 16 blocks. Never mind. I thought this vault was a dead end until it wasn't. In the last
there
barrel,
it is.
I found singing
There's the
broomsticks.
key.
Now,
That's the block he didn't have before.
Work. It was time to go defeat the parkour champion.
Sir, I just wanted to let you know
win.
someone got into your vault.
You're the only one who has access to it, so explain to me how that happened.
I mean, I'm sorry, sir, but he bribed me with a backwards 360. I had to.
A backwards 360?
He's like, I've never heard of that
no one
before.
That can do a... No. How is this possible?
You know, someone told me something interesting about brewing stand jumps. They're not just difficult, but they can deal any potion effect you want. That's why I wish you the best of luck in this parkour battle, because if you don't make this jump, you're getting the slowness effect. I watched as Siwat tried to defend my attack, but he failed. Alright, now it's time for some answers. I need you to tell me how to beat the parkour champion.
You're crazy if you think I'm telling you that.
Yep, I thought you might say that. Let's see, 3 block. Oh, that's plenty.
Bribe him.
Alright, one more chance to tell me, unless you want to defend another one of my attacks.
I think I can handle a 3 block.
Alright, man, if you think you can make this jump with slowness, be my guest. I'm just gonna let you know now that it's not possible, so in a couple jumps, you'll lose everything.
Okay, wait, don't. I'll tell you. Please, I like my life here.
This is torture. This is torture in the parkour civilization.
The champion uses barrier blocks to parkour. He's the only one that has any left.
He built his parkour jumps with barriers. That means I was right. The 5-block jump was impossible. He just used a barrier. Okay, wait.
You saw him land like a second before.
I was right. Block jump was impossible. He just used a barrier. Okay, wait. So if he uses barriers for his attacks, how do I defend against that?
Dude, if the parkour champion finds out about this, I'm gonna lose everything.
I don't care. Just tell me.
Fine. There's a secret rule in parkour battles that says if you build a harder jump than an opponent's attack, your opponent will have to do that jump instead.
That's how I beat him. I can just attack with a harder jump. Even if he does use barriers for his attacks, I just have to build better ones.
They're just coming up with new rules on the spot now.
You need to send me back to the arena like you did before. And this time, I'm only fighting the champion.
All right, final battle time.
So if you let me attack you, what's stopping me from just getting rid of you once and for all?
Yeah, I thought you might say that. That's why I got one of the best parkour masters I know to watch you at all times. And if he finds out I don't make it into the arena,
it's the
let's just say you won't see the attack coming before it hits you.
Oh man, how do you even do these jumps? I really hope Ebbo's plan works. There's no way I can make one of these.
Just as I thought, Siwat had no choice but to listen to me. Now, all that I was hoping for is that I would wake up in the arena. I knew Siwat couldn't be trusted, but I had no choice. This was the only way I could get back into the arena.
Start stacking up your blocks.
Now, I could battle the parkour champion, and this time, it was
Does he have to battle through all the stages again?
I got all the blocks I needed, and I made my way into the arena. Now, it was time to see if Siwat was going to uphold his end of the deal. But he did. Standing in front of me was the champion of parkour
right into the battle.
All right, let's go save everyone.
I should have known the old man would give his boots to you.
What? The old man?
Doesn't matter. You can try as many times as you want, but your fate remains the same.
The parkour god didn't just give me random champion boots, he gave me the old man's. He was the old parkour champion. Okay, this is a lot to think about right now. I just gotta worry about defending this attack.
So the old man from before, he was the champion.
Now it's time to see if he was
I knew he was special, guys. I knew he was special.
Only a 4-block jump with a barrier. So the parkour combo I was about to do should be harder. I countered with a 3-block 360 to a 3-block fence jump.
What?
The parkour champion looked confused, and suddenly his attack disappeared. It worked. It actually worked. The secret rule Siwat told me about was real, and now the champion has no choice but to defend my attack. Except just when I thought I had the upper hand in the battle, the champion pulled out barrier blocks. Instead of building my jump, the champion built some invisible parkour combo. The barriers were invisible, and I had no way of knowing what sort of parkour combo
They're just gonna keep overriding each other's
better than my attack. And my attack was now erased. That only left me with one choice, and I would have to build something even harder.
Dude, go crazy.
I didn't even know what the champion built,
go with
so
your
I couldn't
crazy
hold back
builds
on this
again.
next attack. I knew I had to risk it all. I pulled out a 180 vertical flower pot jump into a backwards 360 candle jump.
What the heck?
I made it. The parkour champion's attack was erased, and he had no choice but to either try my attack
I feel
or
like it's
build
gonna
a
come
harder
down to the
one.
wire.
But the parkour
to the
champion
final
wasn't
blocks.
phased, and he countered my attack with the hardest known jumps in parkour civilization. These
I hate
were
these
Neo
blocks.
jumps.
I mean, I hate
He
these
did
jumps. They're the
2 in
worst.
a row. Jumps where you have to jump around a block in midair. I knew I couldn't do these jumps, and this was not the time to try them. But the parkour champion set the bar high, meaning if my next attack isn't harder than his, I lose everything. But if I don't make this jump I'm about to build, my entire journey is over. But that means the same goes for the parkour champion.
You're losing all your blocks, Evbo.
These attacks will do more than 10 hearts. That means I have to make
gosh.
this. The parkour god trusted me with these boots to save everyone.
This is a crazy
and for the first
course.
time in my life, I actually felt like I was worthy of them. That I was worthy
He almost
of being
missed
the parkour
on that last
champion.
jump.
What? This shouldn't be happening.
I thought I had bested the parkour champion, but I was wrong.
This ends now.
He doesn't have enough blocks for another build
an
anymore.
attack that was directly over the void.
Either you go down or we both go down.
This was the end. The parkour champion knew he lost the battle, so he built a jump that would take us both down. And there's nothing I can do to defend myself. I knew deep down that this was most likely my last jump
they have
in
to go at the same time?
But this time, I wasn't gonna give up. Parkour
They're
god,
about to
if
run
you're
into
watching
each other,
me,
aren't they?
please, just give me the strength for one last jump.
Here we go. Here we go.
I didn't expect my feet to hit the ground again, but they did. And when I turned around, the parkour champion had fallen.
He won!
I actually won. It's over, right?
He's the
new
real
parkour
champion now.
I'm supposed to be the one who can make the rules and save everyone. So how do I do that? But
So what
as I was
happens
standing
now?
there, something started to happen. My items in my inventory were gone, and I got teleported to the parkour temple. When I walked outside, I looked around, and I realized there was nothing above me. And that's when I remember something the parkour master said to me. He told me that the champion is the only one who knows the way up. I turned around and looked at the parkour temple, and where there was nothing before, there was now a way up to get to the top
I mean, this is a lot to jump through, but
my journey wasn't done yet. I still had to make it to the top. Luckily,
is it
I'm
gonna
now
be where
considered
the
the best in
parkour god lives?
civilization. So if there's anyone who can make the jumps, it was me.
Oh,
Only
yeah.
one more set of jumps stood between me and the top. I
Let's
had
do it.
always dreamed of this day.
I'm
when
super
I'd look
excited
up
to see
and
what's
I'd
at the
see
top.
nothing above me. But I never would have imagined what I'd have to go through to get here.
Let's
every
see.
jump I made and every jump I failed all led me to this point.
Okay.
To make it to the top of parkour civilization.
Wait,
and
what?
now I was here, and there was nothing. Just pure emptiness and only the
Then
sky.
where does
I
the
didn't
parkour
have any
god
idea
live?
of what to do until I
there's a
saw a
little hut.
structure in the distance. I walked over and I saw blocks I've
Command
never seen
blocks?
before in parkour civilization. They were command
It's a
blocks,
throne.
and they were placed in front of a throne. I stepped up onto the throne and I got my pair of champion boots. But this
Put it
time,
on.
they weren't someone else's. They were mine. It only makes sense that doing parkour on command blocks gives me the power to make the rules of parkour civilization. But before I start completely changing the entire rules of society, I needed to do something first.
Wait, what?
Well, I
The
think
old
it's
man?
time I give these back. I have a feeling you'll probably be
old
needing
man.
them.
F-Bo, you did it. You saved us.
No, I didn't do
Dude, shout out
anything.
to
It was
this old
only
man right
possible
here.
because of you. And that's why I think you should be the champion. I don't know what to do with parkour civilization, but you were the champion. You know how to fix things. I just don't think I'm ready to be the... Whoa, what are you doing?
F-Bo, you think all of this was for me to become the champion again? I'm old, and you know parkour civilization better than I ever could.
Well, all right. I'm gonna need your help. With every 4-block jump on the command blocks, I can change the rules of parkour civilization. And with the help of the old champion, I'm not just gonna
You threw
make
away
things
the
go back
diamond
to the
boots,
way they
though.
were. I'm gonna make things better than they ever were. Parkour was never
How'd he get 'em
about
back?
making or failing a jump. It was about getting up and trying again. The parkour god told me as long as you can parkour, there is always a way. And in my parkour civilization, people will always have a chance to try again.
Guys, apparently he survives the parkour civilization again. But there you guys have it. That was basically 2 hours of pure entertainment and storytelling. Evbo, you went crazy with this video. This is like the first full Evbo video that I've ever watched, and I can see why. This went crazy all throughout the internet. Everyone has been talking about it, and hey, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys want to see another video like this in the future, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. Let me know if you guys want to see me react to the second parkour civilization video. But other than that, go and check out Evbo. All credits go to him. This probably took like days, maybe months to make this video. So anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, peace.